He refused. It's
Stop playing with your noodle, man.
it's cramped. I think. I don't know. It's weird.
Oodles of noodles.
Well, at least you won't be having that the social problem that you've been having. So you're nice and solid now.
Social problem?
Yes. If you take a look at yourself, you're nice and straight and dink, dink, dink. Hard as steel.
Oh. Yes.
Just never forget, if anybody asks you how big or strong your sword is, you actually have an answer.
Just so if you weren't aware, if Clip goes down, unless one of y'all know Mending, he's probably not going to come back up. He gets destroyed. I can't do nothing about him while I'm in the sword.
All right.
Same as that spell storing my cure wand stick, as I called it. Once it's used up, I can't replenish it. Unlike that spell storing ring of mine.
Aha. Come on.
I have men.
Nice.
Yep.
So now you can be the healer of the Clip.
Oh, that makes more sense. The hearing is not so good. I thought he said he had men. I was like, well, to each their own, I guess.
No, mending. Isn't that what you just said you needed?
Yeah, mending. Well,
That's
yeah.
what I had.
Okay. Well, that can heal Clip along with a little bit of healing himself, but not too many times a day.
Spells. Yep. Mending. Yep. I have it.
Yeah, but that's not a combat spell. It takes a full minute to cast 10 rounds.
Well, yeah, I probably wouldn't do it in the middle of combat, but afterwards, it's okay.
Yeah.
But it's there. Hey, Steven?
Yes.
Hey, does your wife go back to the...
She hasn't been back since she came over, although we're trying to get the money to head back sometime soon. Why?
Well, I've been having big times problems with my international phone service for Verizon when I go overseas, and I needed to find some sort of freaking option because it's useless. If you have Verizon, don't have the international plan. Heads up, right now.
Well, basically what she does is she doesn't deal with any of that stuff. She just uses Facebook Messenger for video chat.
Right.
Yeah, I love that. It came out. You can do long distance phone calls now, and they don't cost you anything.
No, just your internet service.
Yeah. Used to be
just as far as when I'm
either a
there,
collect call or
I
had to punch in all the numbers.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say was like, I don't know about if you're able to, do they have good, if you have good internet, Wi-Fi calling.
Yeah.
That's what I do here at the house, just because AT&T is not the best in New Hampshire either.
So how does that work? Do you subscribe to a Wi-Fi calling service or something?
No.
No, it's just on the phone.
Yeah, it's just on the phone,
okay.
Facebook.
Yeah, but I mean, you just make sure you list on your phone the Wi-Fi preferred, and then there's also settings you can do where, hey,
Yeah.
if don't just switch to the internet? I mean, not your internet, but the phone service.
I talk to my brother in Okinawa all the time. We just hit the little video icon. Boom. That's it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, is it Okinawa? Which part of Okinawa?
The island of Okinawa. I don't know exactly
Okinawa
where.
is an island.
No, I don't know exactly where. He said where he was, but I can't remember because he worked for the Department of the Navy, for the Department of Defense there, and he's retired now. He has his own house. He and his wife live there, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I can't recall the town. I do know he goes to Naha all the time, so
It's probably more southern than northern then.
probably.
And Naha's more. That's more in the south.
Yeah. So he's around there somewhere. I'll have to try to remember and ask him next time. I just don't remember top of my head.
All right. So let's head to the village.
You earn it. Because you're co-conspirator, man.
All right. So heading.
So just a recap. You finished basically watching the construct slowly disintegrate while it helped destroy this massive mimic, and then you finished it off with arrows and magic and took it down, and basically you got this great big huge equivalent out to a pond-sized pile of goo, until nature washes it away and the ants and everything else take it away, because it is a living entity. So all these natural carrion eaters will come and slurp it up. But that'll take a while.
Yeah.
So that is where we left off.
Let's head down to the village so we can probably get a bite to eat, maybe a drink or something if they've got a.
I threw the page away. That's just.
And I know, Ron, you talked about the ways to do the for
30
Narger and the
people.
sword, but
All in have
I forgot
so
if
one hit and
the
dead.
characters actually know, or are they going to have to try to discover the ways to get Nargus into a body?
They're going to have to figure it out. They have an idea, being either a curse or they have to remove it somehow, but that's the role play of it. Find out who to talk to see what they might know, to be able to do this.
Hello, Tara.
Right. So
Hey,
here's
Sarah.
the 30
How's
people.
everybody?
Except they only have 40.
Doing all right.
Oh,
I hope you're doing okay yourself. I know.
Certain things.
been a rough summer.
Tell me something I don't know. So yeah, it's understood. A different type of rough than mine, but it is it is very much understood.
Well, last Saturday, both my parents ended up going to the hospital in 2 different cities for two different things, and I've been kind of shuffling around since then. And they've been trying to get them to the same rehab in one city.
Yeah. So what it boils down to is you need 2 things. Right? You need 2 things.
What's that?
A nice glass of Glenfiddich and a good D&D game.
There you go.
Glass? How about a bottle?
No, you still want to sip it.
Yes.
You can sip the bottle away,
Yes,
but
absolutely.
you still want to, enjoy it that way. Otherwise, you kind of
I
lose
got
the
a
flavor.
beer, a porch rocker.
Ah, there you go.
That's a
It'll
good
it'll
start.
work. We'll yeah, what I mean we'll take it. You'll take it.
Yeah, we've kept your parents in our hearts and prayers.
And I appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, I'm sorry I didn't do that. I didn't keep them in my hearts and prayers. I just kept them in my prayers because I don't know them to keep them in my hearts. So you can
I
beat
know her.
you can beat me up next weekend. Next week.
Nah.
There you go. Slap, 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 slap. How dare you?
I wouldn't, because his wife will get angry, because that's her personal enjoyment.
Well,
That's why he asked you for it, because he likes it.
Yeah, I mean, come on. There's always an ulterior motive.
Oh,
All right,
goodness.
so here we go.
Yeah, you were there.
Like I
last week.
said, the village it's only like half an hour away.
Yeah,
It's very close.
yeah.
Hint, hint, hint.
Yep, we just finished killing that thing, and we're heading over to the village to grab maybe a drink and food or
For
something.
that +3 sword.
Mute, mute that.
Hold on just a second, folks. I gotta see. Hold on a minute. Come on. I have to put you guys on. If I can.
There is a.
Yeah.
If
Server
not,
deaf in there. I got to turn off what you guys can hear. Ron has to talk to me in private. Hold on a second. Okay, server is deafened.
okay, they can't hear.
You guys can't hear, can you?
I can hear you.
You can
Yeah,
still?
no. So, Steve,
Yep.
All right, hold
if-
on a
if-
minute.
that's okay. Can you pay attention to me?
Yeah.
Because I think I can.
Hold on a second.
Yeah, come on
No,
over here.
I can't hear you talking back and forth.
To make it work, what I'm going to do is, one of the things is they're going to start sneaking into the rooms. So you have nothing on, and like anybody who has a small weapon close at hand.
I could
So-
probably hear him if I turned my mic up.
Okay. So I'm going to
My
break me to
speakers
try to
up.
sneak in. You wake up and you automatically grab that sword. Okay. Okay.
Let me grab my hearing aid and then repeat all what you just said.
Okay. What Ron was saying was something about Mark's preferences for well, you know. He likes kobolds.
How you like to penetrate? It's very bad.
Kobolds.
Ow.
Welcome to adult D&D.
Well, Nargu got rid of his social awkwardness because now, dink, 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 he's straight, hard, and that ain't going away anytime soon. So he's gonna have to call the doctor because it's gonna last more than 4 hours.
So, yeah, keep it going. Get the
All
time.
right, so, all right, can we get to the village? It's only like a half hour away.
Yeah, as soon
right?
as you guys are ready, you
Yeah.
know, we've been bantering back and forth. So, yeah, by all means, you know, head on back to the village.
Okay.
So, you gather everything up. You go on down there. And like I said, it's a rinky-dink village. Most of these, because of this grassy hilllands, these are equivalent of a mixture of some wood, because there's not a lot. So they don't want to go cutting them all down, because some have, like our apple trees and stuff like that. So they're not environmentalists preserving as much as they're realists, saying, if we cut these all down now, you know, we really need to harvest these apples, and then we can make an that kind of a thing.
Mhm.
So they're prairie mud huts,
Yeah, sod houses.
sod houses. That's what I was trying to think of. Sod. So they're these sod houses is what they are. plenty of stone around. They've been clearing for fields. So like the chimneys, they were able to do stone. The only stone building is, like I said, think of a Wild West. You have just this one street, buildings either side, and at the end and at the end is a church. Well, that church is looks like it was never finished.
Yeah.
So you don't know who because there's only a foundation and some bits of where they did get some wood to start putting up the roof, but it was just left.
It's not finished.
It is 100% not finished. And the people, when you come in, they just kind of look at you and just go about their business. It is like I said, there's only maybe a dozen buildings, like
Okay.
4 to each side, for 4, 8, 9, and then a few off.
Okay. Does it look like someplace to eat?
Again, think Wild West. Travelers, because this area is being colonized, they did put up for money for the village. One of the first buildings they put up was a small tavern in.
Saloon kind of thing.
It's a very saloony kind of thing, yeah. There's only 6 rooms. These are small. You can put 2 people in them. You know, they're bunk bed types, but they're really just these. There's room for a bed and the chamber plot.
Right.
They're really just.
I can share with Nargo because I'll just hang him up on a scabbard.
Yeah, there you go. You just yeah.
Hey,
When you get the room, you hang them up for, say, quick access.
Sure.
In case something happens, you can just grab them real quick.
Right.
Versus running over and getting your big sword and all that.
Yep. So.
But you can go in there, and just so you know, the cost of these rooms are poor, but they're not poor rooms. That's just the cost of them.
Yeah.
There's nothing fancy. You'll get some gruel. Nighttime is gruel with some snake meat, and mornings is gruel with freshly milked milk. No, they're not really geared for travelers, but they did try to make it for those who are passing through, looking for other places to colonize or maybe help build this place up
Right.
better.
Fair enough.
So,
All right. So.
there are 6 rooms.
Yeah, like I said, and it's just the 4 of us.
Right. What it is, yeah. When if you look up when you get one, it doesn't matter when you do because you know the cost. When you go up to your rooms, basically you have a hallway of 4.
Yep.
I'm sorry, a hallway of 3. Then a smaller hallway because the stairs come up this way.
Yep.
So there's 4 over here, 2 here, and there's 1 on the end. Those
Okay.
are your 6 rooms. The one on the end is the VIP room. Basically, it can hold 2 separate beds. It doesn't. It's a bunk bed, but it can hold 2 separate beds. So it actually has a desk and chair. But they all have bunk beds.
Yeah. Well, basically, we'll. I think do. Well, let's. D, do you and Taylor want to bunk together, or do you want your own rooms?
6 one half dozen other.
It's how you want to do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Um,
6.
I'm kind of good just going to chill in the freaking stable.
You sure you don't want to get?
No, it's
If you,
it's going to cost them the same.
Well, no. The thing is, D, the party pays. The party pays. We have a party fund that pays for the rooms.
I mean, I'll make a nest to try and keep somebody safe at night. That's cool. I'll make a nest in a corner somewhere.
All right, you can keep Tabor safe.
Sure.
All right.
Just so you know, Steve, very basic, because I'll want to know, and you can jot them down, who's where. Okay, so these are the rooms.
I'm going to be in the VIP.
No, just that's okay. These are the rooms. Okay, the VIP one is here, but where it says hang hairs, those are just open areas where it comes in and you can store your stuff if you want to, because there's really no room
for a chest of drawers.
in the room.
Right.
So just so you know, and jot down who's where.
All right. I'm here in 6. So that 6 is the VIP.
Yes, it's slightly bigger than the other places. I just scratched through it.
And okay, and so I'm in 6, and those two are in 5.
Okay, and D is.
No,
Oh, I thought he was going to.
no, he's going to be protecting Tara.
Oh, he decided to.
I need protection.
I'm hating that
My
back.
partner by my side, under my pillow, wherever. But I'll
Okay,
protect him and make sure nobody comes to get him. How's that?
That
sounds
was actually more of what I was trying to say.
sounds good. So anyway, you can deduct it later, obviously.
Yeah.
So you go in there, and the first thing they do is they have a gruel. It's not much, but it has, and they'll tell you it's got snake meat, you know, that they cook up. So it's gruel with some nice snake. I don't know why I keep saying gruel. Gruel is more. It's
Like a stew.
a stew. Okay, with some local vegetables, mostly wild, as they're still working on it. So you got this
Fresh bread
snake.
to go with it?
I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, I said fresh bread to go with it?
Yes, actually, I was going to say that. So you got
Yum.
this snake stool. Boy, I'm just having issues after issues here.
Snake stool. You're eating snake poop.
So you got this snake stew, and they're just little biscuits.
Oh, biscuits are great.
Yeah, so it's not these big hunks, it's just biscuits. And you're fed that, and you can either have a small ale with it, no change in price, obviously. Or you can have a small, it's like a watered down apple cider.
Ale for me, please.
None for you, Nargu. You'll rust.
You eat, you relax. I mean, your travel time, you're going to get a full rest,
Yep.
but that was already calculated. However, Constitution saving throws, everybody.
Everybody take a con save.
DC's only 13.
Even me?
Yep.
Wow. I love snake gruel shit.
Yeah, they even made it freshly raw for you.
Does Nargu, because he did not have the snake stew.
No, you had the stool. Oh, wait.
No,
No,
you were stuck in to cut it up a little bit. There you go.
I forgot my fortitude. I have. I can re-roll the save. I failed. So wait a minute. I can re-roll the failed save. So I re-rolled the failed save. I got one more use of that.
Everybody pass?
I got a 10. What do we need?
13.
13?
Nope, I didn't pass.
That's, is that
You do
deep?
have one.
Don't worry about it.
I passed.
Save it. I'm telling you save it because it's not going to be a major thing.
Okay.
Basically, he's feeling lethargic, kind of sick, and he's at disadvantage on his attack rolls. Whoop-de freaking do. Armor class 10, 4 hit points.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't waste it on this.
All right. So All right, so you're a little.
Those of you who you feel, but it's a local stuff. They told you it was wild, and it was snake. So the fact that it kind of doesn't settle right, yeah, it's understood because you have no ill effects. You're like, yeah, okay, I really got to go take that extra crap to get it out, but that's about it. Whereas it was D, right?
D,
D
yep.
failed. Whereas
I don't understand how that would bother me at all. Matter of fact, I might like it to be a little gamey on the rough side, you know?
Okay, D, I'm going to put it right smack dab in your alley. One of the things that is in this stew is wild mushrooms.
Oh, man, you gotta be kidding me.
No, that was the saving throw to see if you are quote unquote tripping.
Okay, so I'm tripping?
You are tripping.
All right, cool.
Everybody else, they just didn't. It depends. In your case, for whatever reason, more of the mushrooms got in there versus everybody else.
That beast that killed me, basically, way back when, you remember?
A long time ago in a galaxy so far away. I just write these things. I never remember. The players gotta remember.
Of course, because I died, basically. I mean, I lived along forever. I became like a mold.
Oh yeah, I remember. But this time,
Yeah,
you're just tripping. Basically, everything you're doing or plan on doing until the morning, until it runs its course, you're at disadvantage.
Maybe I should have like a sensitivity to any kind of like mold, like mushrooms.
It could be, but you're loving it.
Right.
You're loving it, so
Yeah.
you're like,
cool.
yeah, finally I get to party my way and nobody needs to bother me, and all I got to do is look at the candle in the corner.
Actually, if it's daytime, I'd rather go talk to the trees.
No, this will be night. This will be you're all settled in and you're getting ready to go in your rooms.
All right.
Between the travel time and relaxing here, you get a full rest, even though you didn't sleep, but you've been totally relaxed. Nothing going on. You had all day to just kind of go, oh, that sucked.
Well, at least it was a good trip.
It's a good trip. It's not bad. It just puts you at disadvantage. That's all. So,
Okay.
starting with perceptions.
Okay.
Okay. First, I want to. It's going to be. I'll do you first, Steve.
Okay.
Okay. Because you're alone, so this is their stealth.
Okay.
Where's Clip?
Wherever you decided to put Clip, he's defensive, so.
I cannot be surprised. And any invisible creature within 10 feet of me, I can see. That was granted to me this level.
The subclass.
He's with you. Doesn't matter. I only rolled a 9. It's irrelevant.
D's with.
Oh, D.
Yeah, no, but Clip is probably in with me because you have the sword is there. Is with me.
Right. So, Steve,
Yeah.
you see.
My perception is a 15.
Yeah. You see 2 people come in. One is small, looks like a hobbit.
Okay.
The other is regular human size.
Okay. They didn't knock.
No, they snuck in. You heard it creak open. But you can tell you're a soldier. You can tell which one is the biggest threat.
Okay.
The tall one just has a club.
Okay.
But the short one got a sword from somewhere.
Fun.
So you know the sword is more lethal than the club.
Okay. So
So initiative, just me and you. Oh wow, they actually rolled a 17.
they go first.
Okay. That's it. Your AC is a 10 minus any dex.
AC is a 10.
Okay. So yeah, like you're gonna handle it. The guy with the club, you see him coming and you just kind of roll. Yeah, no, screw that. You see him coming and you know it's a club wielded by an idiot, and you just throw the pillow in the way and you thump. You hit the pillow.
Yeah.
The other person kind of gets thrown off by that, tries to stick you, and stabs the bed.
Okay.
Rolled a 3 plus 2, 5.
Huh. Well, my gear's on the wall,
Right.
with the exception of my shield by the bed, and I hung the sword up on the post.
Yeah, you did. You hung the sword up on the post. The sword is
It's just a short sword,
the sword is readily available.
and my shield. And
Right, but you want to do it quick.
oh, well,
Grabbing 2 takes a full action.
All right. In that case, I'll just grab the sword. I'll attack the one wielding the sword. All right. So without let's see.
Wait,
I am.
Did you grab me?
I did.
Good morning.
Hold on a minute. We're under attack.
Ooh, 5.
Did you hit?
I hit an AC.
Okay,
Uh,
it's a +3 sword. The minimum you're going to roll is 1. They got 4 hit points.
No. I'm. Okay.
What's their dex mod?
None.
Don't.
Commoners. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10.
I do.
And you
minimum
have-
of-
You use, just for simplicity, you use 1 action to literally grab the sword and get up. Okay? But you still have, what, 2 attacks?
I have a total of 3.
You got the other problem. And you notice that they're starting to
Other end.
oh, this person. So when you get up and you see the short person, it's a simple straight in stab. Boom. But you swing around, you see that person, you go up and high, and you literally just lob their head off.
Yeah. Not 20 on that second.
Yeah, you just cut their head right off. Boom.
You don't think heaven's a minute.
I yelled out, perfection!
This is going to work beautifully. Nargu,
Yes.
you had a choice of tall or short. You cannot escape into the tall. You can escape into the short.
Yeah, the tall doesn't have a head.
The tall doesn't have a head. You now know with that one being killed by you, you can go in that.
Okay, and then what happens?
You're up. You're about. You're this person.
You're you again, kinda, sorta.
Okay, I guess the short. I'm a little bit worried. Can I get back in? What happens if this body dies? I mean,
You don't know.
You become the short person.
You have the clock is ticking.
ah,
You go or no go for launch.
You want a body or not?
Go or no go, Nargu.
I guess I'll go.
Okay, you go. You see the body. You know you can get there. You're not exchanging. How much damage did you do? I'm just curious.
How much
Was it
damage?
over 8?
Let's put it this way.
Was it over 8?
Let me roll and I'll tell you.
Okay.
Well, it's probably is because I mean the sword is +3, so it does 3 minimum.
Yeah, but
Wait a minute. Did I do over 8? I
Plus
do a
extra
minimum
mod
of
or shipping
9.
mod.
That's my minimum.
Somebody else? on?
Whoa, Dave, how you doing, bud?
Wow.
I do a minimum of 9, but
No, I'm gonna play. I need to play with this a little bit.
13 is what I do.
Yeah, because it 13. So I'm gonna make this person was strong with 8 hit points. You needed to do 6 to exchange souls.
Okay.
Dead, but the soul is exchanged.
Okay.
So you're holding it, and now you have this neutral alignment.
Okay.
No other changes.
Okay.
Nargu,
Yeah.
you exchange souls. You see this one go zipping into the sword as you quickly get into that body before it disintegrates. The one that got his head lopped off, yeah, it disintegrated.
Fun.
Oh,
Oh, ick.
Nargu,
Yes.
you are
It's
now alive. You are now an 11-year-old girl.
Fuck, I knew it. I knew it.
It's your mind, your soul, your experiences, but you're in the body of an 11-year-old girl.
I'm going to take the short sword, please.
It won't leave you. It's like a curse. You die, you have it. The swords change over, you still have the sword. It is linked to you
Until I can get it removed.
until you can get it removed. The reason you have it is because his soul went in, and that demon soul didn't exchange. That demon soul, I'm taking this up and getting out. It knew how. The girl didn't know how. So it...
I mean, Nargu didn't know how.
Nargu didn't know how. Neither did this girl. The demon knew how. It had time to figure it out. That's the thing of a cursed weapon, cursed armor, cursed anything. You can't get rid of it.
But I don't have to use it.
You don't have to use it. You realize, oh, this is screwy. You just keep it sheathed and you don't have to use it. The immediate threat for you is over.
So I can grab my...
Right. You're done. I got to go to these people.
All right.
Okay. I go to the other room. Perceptions, please.
Back to D and Tara.
Dave was muted.
Yeah. It's okay.
That's okay.
I was saying that in case something was like people are talking, but we're not responding to them, just to let them know, hey, your thing's on mute.
you're not looking for passive, right?
No, he's looking for a roll.
And I got 17.
What do you need?
Perceptions
Perception
as they try to sneak in with a whopping 8.
Okay. Yeah, good. Oh, wait just a second. My perception is a 17.
Yeah. You hear this door creaking and 4 people come in. 2 short, 2 tall. And they're wielding clubs, and they're obviously quite aggressive. They're coming right at your beds, clubs raised, ready to pummel you.
I don't think I like
Okay. Is my partner within...
You're in a room that's only like 10 by 15.
Okay, so we're together.
Yeah, you said that's what you told me.
Okay, cool. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and fire my short bow.
What is readily available? Did you have your short bow lying beside you, or did you have a hand weapon lying beside you?
No, my short bow.
Okay. You take it, grab it, draw, boom, aim, fire.
27.
Their armor class is 10.
Okay.
They have 4 hit points.
Okay, they're dead.
There you go.
Yeah.
One of them is dead. Next.
Wow,
I don't care about initiative. I just want
that's
to.
pretty wild. Oh, my turn.
Yes.
There's turn.
Yeah, their initiatives are 2. Okay.
Your bonuses are probably bigger than that.
I don't like them. Little boogers, so I don't want to use that. I was going to do poison spray, but I might get my pain. Alright, I guess
Can
I
you
better-
please turn up your mic? I've got you maxed up and I could barely hear you. I'm sorry.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay,
Thank you.
I just had to adjust my thing.
Okay.
Never mind. I'm tired, don't mind me.
Hey, you gotta adjust your thing. That's up to you. I don't want to go there.
Oh, Christ. Alright, so I have my dagger basically under my pillow or whatever, right near me, because
Yep.
I'm paranoid. So I'm going to attack with my dagger, the first guy, the closest guy.
Just tell me if you're attacking a tall or short person.
Tall.
Okay.
Not like tall people. Oops. I rolled a 19, so I'm hoping I get it. Ah,
Yeah. So all you need to do is 4 points. What happened?
Oh,
okay, you just went to another. How many?
5.
Yeah, you got the tall person. The 2 little people. The first one on D actually hits D with an 18. Ha, whoop-de-doo. For 3 points with the club, he thumps you in your shoulder. It kind of hurt. Does a 15 hit you, Tyra? You're not in any armor. It's just you.
Right, so if I move my armor, I would do
It's basically 10 plus your dex.
10 plus 3, 13, yep. So that hits.
Yep, hit with a 15. This little person thumps you. Wow, they hit pretty hard with just little clubs. For 4 points. Kind of cracks you right across the neck there. Same size as you, so knew where to hit. So you got these 2 little people. They got these clubs, and the fight's still on because you had 4 in your room. It's kind of crowded, but the 2 little ones make up for it.
Bugger.
Yeah, I don't care which one of you go first. It's irrelevant.
Alright. I'm going to take my dagger and smack one of the ones, the one that just clubbed me. Clubbed.
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 Alright, so I rolled a 16.
Yeah.
Let's see what we get today. Four points a day.
Yep, that's all you need.
Okay.
D.
D.
What's up?
There's one more in your room.
Okie dokie. I shall attack. Yeah, I mean, I hit automatically, even if I...
No, if you roll a 1, it's still a 1.
Okay, well, I hit,
Okay, there you go.
and I kill him.
Yeah, the encounter isn't meant to be hard. The encounter is little information more than anything else. Dave. Is he...
No, Dave is he in his own? Dave, are you available for a sleep and then fight or?
Hello?
Hello.
There you go.
So what do we have for targets?
You're in a room by yourself because only because weren't here to start, and that's perfectly fine. This not meant to be difficult. It's basically my stealth versus your perception. I got a 6.
Base roll's 13.
Yeah. So you get woken up to somebody creeping in your room. You see 2 people, shadowy, walk into a room. One tall, one short. Both are wielding. Well, the tall one has a dagger. The short one has a club.
We'll start with the dagger.
There you go. Just so you know, their initiatives are only 9. I'm pretty sure you beat that.
Barely.
Wow.
Wow.
So the first one,
Their ACs are only 10, and they got 4 hit points.
first one 6. And move it to the second one
Yep.
and give him 8.
There you go. You basically do a roundhouse kick followed by a solid punch, break bones and vertebrae, and a nose that goes up into the brain housing group.
Cool.
All right. It's shadowing your rooms. Turn up the light, whatever you want to do.
Yeah,
Right.
I want to light a candle.
Yeah, well, there's I'm trying to think the oil lamps, so you can turn it up, down, up,
Yeah.
down. Yeah, when you turn them up, basically you guys, the 4 that came in, mom, dad, a girl of around 8, and a boy right around 10, maybe 10 and a half, maybe 11.
A family that cautious people together, stays together. I don't know. Gets killed together.
Yep, and in Dave's case, it was a father and son.
Check out in the hall.
Yeah, they attacked us.
There's
first.
none out in the hall.
Okay.
All right. I'm getting dressed, and I'm gonna come out in the hall and check on the rest of my companions.
Am I able to hold on to the sword?
No.
Tiny little girl hands.
No, Mark. That sword's not leaving me.
That sword's not leaving him. It's a cursed sword.
Okay, okay.
Your curse ended when you died and got sucked up. I gained the curse when I grabbed it.
We're playing round robin with cursed objects.
It happens when the person having a cursed item dies and somebody picks it up. They now have this cursed item. And you cannot get rid of a cursed item without remove curse.
I am so glad I didn't. Sorry.
Yeah, I've looked that up since my cleric's supposed to know about that stuff.
His replacement that he's not going to need anymore.
Yeah, his possible replacement, yeah, but
Eventually.
keep going.
Alright,
We'll see.
so I'm dressed and I'm running out in the hall. Who do I see when I dash out? Are the others out in the hall yet?
You'll see Sir Andros, long sword and shield.
No, battle axe.
Battle
Battle axe and shield.
battle axe and shield.
In
You
his
gotta
nightshirt.
Just so you understand, to get dressed,
Yep.
even leather armor will take you, I think it's 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay, well I have what do I have? I have a thing. I am tired. I'm sorry, guys. I have a chain shirt.
Yeah, that I think is like a minute. You just drop it over you.
So 10 rounds.
Thank goodness. That's not quite as long. So as I'm getting dressed, I don't know what my companion is doing. Hint, hint.
I'm looking.
I don't know what your no, you don't see anything in the hallway.
Check the stairs.
You go downstairs, you look, and you see the owner barkeep has, well, it's hand axe damage, but it's a cleaver.
Yep.
You know, cooking cleaver, and with him are 3 other locals, and they're looking up the stairs, and when they see you, they start charging up,
Okay.
but they can only go 2 at a time. There's a total of 4 of them, just for easy numbers.
Yep.
So they will go on a 13, and I'm pretty sure you can handle all 4 of them. It's the design.
Well, I go on a 12.
Wow. So cleaver attacks with an 11.
I'm a 13.
Yeah, but oh, that's a hit. Base is 11. They have +2, 13. Commoners have +2.
All
The
right.
second one totally misses, a 5. Mr. Cleaver, which is hand axe, does 3 points. And now you're looking at, because in the darkness you couldn't tell. Now you can see their eyes are glowing. The same problem you've been having, and they seem to have snot, but it's not snot. You can tell it's wriggly.
Ah.
Okay, the same things you've been coming across. You realize this whole town is infected.
Oh, fun. All right. So, all right.
But you're blocking the
This is
stairs.
gonna-
You can take care of all 4 of these people.
Yep. This is going to be the first round of the 10 that she's getting dressed.
Right.
All right. So.
No. Add 2. The first one's get up, look around, did the thing with the sword. Then you grab your. Then you stepped out. So
so
you
add
you
two-
count.
But it took her 2 rounds to.
Right. I'm only counting the time you grabbed a different sword in your shield and stepped out and then went to the stairs.
Okay.
So she still has 7 full rounds from that point.
Okay. So. Number 1 on the right. I don't care what size it is.
No, these are locals. They were the ones that were in here drinking and they were just sort of looking at you,
18.
but you didn't pay it. Yeah, dead.
Yeah, I do a minimum of 9.
Okay, you got 3 attacks. There's 1,
Right. The one next to it. Dead.
and then you step over the
5.
bodies to the 2 that are here, and you can hit one of them.
Dead.
There's 1 left, and they beat you. He beat you in initiative. 13, 11 plus 2, 13. But he's only got a club. Does 4 points. Wow, my little nobodies are actually doing damage.
Wow.
It's funny.
Dead.
And dead.
I
And they
continue-
tumble down the stairs.
I'll continue down the stairs to look in the. These guys were at the bottom. They came up.
Right.
Now that I'm down, I'm looking in the common area.
So
I would like to investigate the 2 people that came into our room.
a man and his son, if I remember correctly.
Oh, that was the.
Oh, he was a 4. It was a family. You can tell.
We had a
Mother, father, 2 kids.
Did they? I mean, is there anything strange about them?
But they're dead.
They're possessed. Well, they were.
Okay.
No, when they're alive, they're like that. When they die, it just goes in and it dies.
So as far as I know,
Their eyes
they
glowed.
were just poor. trying
Well,
to
it was
feed
so quick at
themselves.
night. That's why not until you focused on them did I allow that. Yeah, as far as you know, you just killed a family, but they seem to be out to kill you for some reason.
Right,
Hey,
right,
one
right.
far screen in the
I
neck.
would think that they were poor trying to steal for food.
You don't know. They came in, you killed them.
Right.
Nothing?
Well, no,
All right,
that's the
well,
rest of the
I'm
building.
gonna go check out all my compadres to make sure they're okay.
You go to the stairs. There's 4 bodies there, and you can see down the stairs. Sir Andros is looking around,
Let's step over
and
to the,
Tyra, she's almost done getting her
Still struggling into my chain
her
shirt.
goodness, her chain shirt.
See, boss,
Dave,
this
it all.
always happens. Boss, this always happens when you don't take a shower for a week. I'm telling you, you gotta stop that.
As
Well,
far
I
as Dave
said-
goes, it's about if he runs straight out. Which, I mean,
or if he grabs his stick.
if he grabs his stick, which really is a free action. So Dave is either at the top of the stairs or he charged down right behind you, because his only was quick too. But everybody is in the general area, same place.
Go
We're
to the,
coming.
go to the window and peek outside.
When you look outside, you see these people coming out of their houses, and they're all heading towards the Tavern Inn. Their eyes are glowing, and even even though they're a bit distance away, you know that
I
they're
can see that.
they're
All right.
infected.
Well, if that's the case, then I'm going to be doing my.
For game purposes, I'm going to count out because I didn't really 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 3 sets, 6, 12, 18, 20 feet, 40 feet, 60 feet. That's where they are in these groups. Not exact, obviously, they're milling, but that's how they are. The first 6 are 20 feet away.
All right, and for 6.
And you can tell these are mixed. These are
Bonus action.
families,
Bonus
men,
action,
women, kids.
X.
You guys, you're not gonna kill these people. It's not their fault. Let's get on the roof or something. Get away from them.
Nat 20.
You charge out?
No. Friggin'
I don't know what you used. I wasn't.
I hex. Then it, just for, then I did a Eldritch Blast.
You literally blow one of them apart.
No! Why are you doing that? It's not their fault.
Hey, that's what he's yelling. You know, he's role playing it. I love it.
Their whole town's infected. An 18. Hold on a second. I gotta.
Something is making them do this. If we could get them, if we could figure it
9
out,
points.
maybe we could put them
Yeah,
back to
simple
normal
death.
again. Don't kill them.
30, 20.
What if it was your mom and your dad?
4
Come
points.
on, man.
Yeah, as you're yelling to Sir Andros, he just looks at you, and you see this,
And I say the whole town is infected.
and 3 Eldritch blasts shoot out, and you hear literally the pop of at least one body literally exploding.
And so.
Okay. I would like to try and figure. I'd like to use my investigation to figure something.
Okay.
Okay, you're gonna have to tell me what you're trying to figure.
Next round, they
Well,
from 40
Can
to.
can I find anything that they all have in common besides just being in this town?
Well, you're still inside unless you look outside.
I would like to go outside and climb up on the roof using my acrobatics.
Okay, that's easy enough. These are sod houses. You can shove your feet in and make handholds. So you go up there. What's your perception? Your passive? That's all you need.
Okay, I would prefer to use my investigation skill.
No, this is perception. This is
Actually,
different.
Actually, it would be passive investigation.
I just told him.
Okay.
I'm just going to use perception. I'm so used to it.
Well,
Because
yeah,
he's looking, but he's not. This is when this. Understand, in my mind, he's not investigating this. He's climbing. He's just looking as he's climbing
no,
up.
Ron's right. It would be perception from the top because you're not actually down there digging through the evidence.
Yeah,
You're actually just looking from afar, so that would
yeah.
be perception.
And this includes you climbing up. You're just looking as you're climbing up. You're not.
15.
Yeah, you can tell that these people, And they're only moving, just so you know, they're moving very lethargic. They're only moving 10. So instead of the typical 30, the ones that were 20 away are now 10 away.
No, because I destroyed all the ones that were 20.
No, there's 6. You killed 3.
There are 3 waves of...
3, they're 6, 6, 6.
Oh, I thought it was 6 waves of 3.
No, 3 waves of 6.
Okay.
Okay? Some are 10, 15, 20, you know,
Yeah.
they're grouped around, but for ranges and stuff like that, it's now 10, 30, 50.
Okay.
Is there any one kind of by itself?
No, they're all milling about. And your perception, you can see their eyes are glowing. And with that good perception, you can see what seems to be snot running down their noses, but it's not. It's wriggly, snaky, wormy things. And that high enough perception, you can see some of these starting to come out of their ears too.
Yeah.
Just like the other creatures you have fought all along the way that have been infected.
Did we ever find out why they were infected?
You can talk about that after, if you can remember what happened last session. The pool thing?
The what?
The pool.
Oh, yeah. All right. All right. So,
But that's what you see. Just so you know, I did roll initiative for them. They only go on a 5. So everybody can do what they want to do unless you roll less than a 5.
Am I dressed
Yeah,
yet?
that's impossible. I cannot roll lower than a 10.
AC 10s.
Yeah, they're still the commoners. There's no fighters or anything here.
The next 3 that are 10 feet are gone.
Any of them pop or you just...
No.
Blow 'em.
Well, hold on a minute. Actually,
I'm just curious.
let me actually roll damage. I do need to roll damage. Forgot to. First one.
Double damage, you just cook them. But if you get above that, that's when they pop.
Okay. The first one actually gets the hex because I can only switch the hex once a turn.
Uh-huh.
1 pop, 2 pop, 1 dead.
Okay, D, only because you're up there. As you turn around to see what's coming and you realize these people are infected, 3 Eldritch Blasts shoot out the saloon doors. Hits 3 people. 1 just drops with a hole in the chest. 2 others literally explode into just gore.
What are you guys doing?
Who wants to do anything next?
Am I dressed yet?
Yes.
Yes.
Alright.
Oh, yeah, you're dressed now.
And you're still upstairs.
Yeah, you've got 1, 2, 3 rounds. Down the hall, down the stairs, over to the windows.
I do want to come down the hallway, down the stairs,
All right.
and or
You
stand
you
up
can
the stairs yelling.
you can
Kratos, what's going on, man?
you can
Is there any of them I can single out and maybe tie up without getting messed with by another one?
it's up to you. They're all milling about. They're all heading towards where you are in the saloon.
One group is 30 feet away, and there's a group of 6. There are no singles anywhere.
Yeah, it's 2 groups of
Right.
6.
Is there one like falling behind the other?
No.
Not in a direct line.
No,
They're in a straight line.
no, they're think of a zombie apocalypse. They're all coming at you. They're 5 or 10 feet away from each other as they're all heading towards. You want to pick one out, you pick one out.
Okay, I would like to jump off, go around, and try and grab the one that's as far away.
Okay, the furthest one away is 50 feet.
Okay.
So you gotta spend 15 to get down, and then
Then you got a sprint.
so you need a move of 65 to get there.
Okay. I'm gonna go around too. I mean, they can.
And then in that case, you're gonna need about 100 feet of movement if
Yeah,
If not
so
more.
let's go.
Okay. I'll wait till next round. That's
Yeah,
cool.
you're talking 2 rounds of sprinting. When you're done sprinting, you still got to wait for the 3rd round before you can do anything.
Okay.
Because sprinting takes up every action.
I
No.
yelled at my guys, please don't kill the one in the back. I'm going to try and tie it up.
Okay. We go to whoever wants to act next. The closest ones
Dave?
coming towards you are 30 feet away because you killed the 10s.
Dave, did you want to do something?
I was just trying to figure out which one.
Which one? What one? What?
We
I don't have
nothing is on the table. It's
Yeah,
all theater of the
it's,
mind.
yeah,
right
it's all
now.
the mind. What you have is these people are lethargic. They are the equivalent of, say, zombie movies. And they're just coming. I set them at groups, but they're not exactly at those ranges. Those ranges are for somatics and for what you can do. But they're all between 30 and 50 feet away. To keep it simple, there were 18 of them. So I had a group, a 6, 6, and 6. The devil, you know. The devil you love. So the closest group are 30 feet away.
And there are only 2 groups now.
And I just put them at 6 to a group. So they're, you know, they're the 30, 35, 40, but just do with 30, where the others are 50, 55, 60. Just keep it at the 50. They're just in these conglomerated groups. They're carrying just implements to hit, be it clubs, be it pitchforks or hose, whatever they have. They are very aggressively, but very zombie-ish like, heading right to you.
Oh, wait.
Okay,
Very good.
Tara. Oh yeah, you're now down the stairs.
Yeah, she's now down the stairs. So we go to the next round.
Well, and Mike is waiting. Okay.
Mike, yeah, he's waiting, and D is running.
Did you say like when they had worms coming out of them?
Yeah, like worms coming out of their noses and ears.
Wormy things.
Weird.
So I guess I'm staying in that room and I'm just throwing up. I guess.
And that works. That works very well.
Okay.
You little girl, you.
Well, I'm also all of a sudden in a little girl's body, so it's not like.
Yeah, you're in a little girl's body, but it's your soul, your skill sets, your dexterity, your rolls. I'm not going to do like the rules say, where you're basically 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. No,
Okay.
your soul kind of takes over the body, and you know what to do, how to do, and all that. Otherwise, it's just really too evil.
Yeah.
I would love to and be that evil, but I'm mostly evil, but not fully evil.
All right. So.
So they only go on a 5, so you've been going first, so go. Now they're 20 and
yeah, now they're 20.
yeah, 20 and 40.
Okay, so again, switch my X. Huh. Wow. I actually missed one.
Wow. Phew.
Wow.
You coughed. No, you burped that damn mushroom. oh man. Ugh.
But one popped and one just died.
So one explodes, the other just has a hole in its chest.
Yep.
Jeff.
All right, and now
Whoever.
Tara's at the door.
Yeah, she can act now. Dave, of course, he's holding, so he can charge out there or just wait for him to get closer.
And he is still maneuvering.
And D is still maneuvering. So actually, you and Tyra are the ones with ranged weapons at this time, shooting into the crowds.
So, Tara, what you doing?
Yep. Oh, I thought our friends said not to kill him. These people seem possessed.
They are possessed.
D was screaming, "Don't kill him! What are you doing? Don't kill him!" He's going to try and capture one, and he's running around, and he's not going to get to that person. It's still 2 rounds to go.
Man, I hate to kill him too. I can see the point, but I don't know if I can do him. Crap, I'm toast.
They pop like zits, by the way, Tara.
I am going to hold my action, and if one comes right up within range, I'll.
They are within range. They're only 20 feet away. 20 and 30. 20 and 40.
There are four that are
if
20
one
feet away,
within melee,
and they're coming right at us.
I'm trying to figure out a way of not damaging them, but
All right.
I ain't gonna work.
Okay.
I.
So you stop and do that. I already did their movement.
Okay.
I do it first because movement is automatically. So they're, even though they go last, they move first. Just for. So now, going to the top, so it's almost like they attack last, but they'll move first. So now 10 feet and 30 feet.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do my
Yep.
change to act. All right, so let's see here. What kind of damage do I do? Pop, dead.
So much for all the ones that were 10 feet away. No, there's one.
There's
Because
one
you missed
left.
one.
There's one more that's 10 feet away.
Yeah, two of them literally explode into pieces, and another one again just has this burnt hole through their chest. As Sir Andros is not messing around, he is blasting them with Eldritch blasts. So everybody else can decide what they wish to do.
So we have one that's 10 feet.
One that's 10 feet away. It's like its arms, like a zombie. The arms are reaching out for that. Well, actually, no. We made it a saloon, so it's heading towards the saloon doors. They're all headed that way, but this one's the closest.
Zip out, zip back, and use non-lethal.
All right.
Oops.
Oops.
Is that a nat 20 or a 1?
It's a nat 20 with the die roll of a 6
Max damage.
on a D8.
Oh, on the D8. Oh,
So,
Yeah.
you see him coming, and I'm just going to knock this person out, but you don't realize just how
fragile.
what's they use mushy. Is that what they use? Oh man, my brain was dead. How squishy! You don't realize just how squishy they are until you go for that knockout neck chop, and you literally almost rip the head off the shoulders, and you go, oh, whoops.
And back in.
Yeah, you did over double. Well, yeah, you almost ripped the head off with your hands by accident.
I did more than triple.
Yeah, like I said.
Yeah. Possibly even more because of his stat bonus. Too.
Yeah.
Wow.
I tried to knock it out. Whoops.
Yeah, oops. It's like, yeah.
So, you now got 6 that are 20 feet away.
All right. Switching the hex.
And this is when D can try to capture one.
Be gentle.
They're squishy.
All right. So 3 hits. Pop, dead.
2 explode into pieces, and again another one has a hole right through its chest, burnt.
And these are 20 feet away.
These are the ones that are 20 feet away. Almost everything that's died has been 20 feet away. That 20-foot radius, again, give or take.
Yep.
Feet. You just got this mess.
Oh, absolutely.
All right in this one grouping.
Okay, Tara, what is it you were saying?
Okay. Yeah. There's nobody within melee range yet, right?
No, they're 20 feet away.
Well, you can
Move
get
it.
out. You can go.
Yeah,
out
you
to
can
me.
charge right out. There's only 20 feet.
I'll go up. You know what? I'm gonna toss my thing, my dagger. I'm gonna throw that.
Yeah, it's throwing dagger. If you can,
Oh,
Ranged.
yeah, I get it.
it's only 20 feet away. I think daggers go up to 30 or 40.
Or 5 points of damage, so he's toast, right?
Yep.
Yep, you throw it in there and you hit this thing in the throat and it gurgles and falls down dead.
Oh, so much
Let
for
me
that.
know when I can try and grapple one with my.
You can because everybody else has done something.
Yeah,
Yep.
unless Nargu
He's throwing up. He's out.
still.
By the time he comes down, it's over.
Okay, so what actually do I roll? For?
Grapple. What it is, it's your strength or agility against their strength or agility, which is all 10.
Acrobatics.
So, yeah, I keep saying, I don't know why, but acrobatics. How strong you are or how agile you are.
Okay, I'm doing the acrobatics. 17.
Unless I roll a nat 20. Oh, 19.
Oh, close.
19. They got no bonuses.
Wow.
So you grapple one. He's holding that. He's 20 feet away. The last one moves to 10 feet. They go last, so it's their turn.
Oh, sorry. It went.
Yeah, he went flying, but I don't know. I felt it hit my.
Let me pull up my.
There she is. Ugh.
Okay.
Ow. I scratched myself on the side of the chair.
That's not good.
Ow, I hate that.
Nope.
Yeah, that works.
About the right size, too.
About the right size, yeah.
So it's like, yeah.
Okay. It's quote unquote their attacks. One moves 10 feet. D.
Yep.
Okay, just make sure. You're holding on to this thing.
I'd like to tie it up. if I could.
This round is your initiative was you grappled.
Okay.
Next round is when you tie. As you're grappling, 5 worms bore into your skin.
Oh,
Not even trying to escape. The one you're holding isn't trying to escape, but these wormy, maggoty things bore into your skin.
Well, I throw it away and yell and tell everybody that I just had worms bore into my skin.
That was their action.
Okay.
So one's 10 feet and he stopped one at 20 feet.
I tell my party that.
Yep.
okay, got it.
Oh
thank
boy! All right, we'll do our best. Okay. First things first. I'm shooting at the one that's coming closer.
Right, the close one, the 10-foot one.
I rolled an @1 from my first Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
My second Eldritch Blast is an @20.
you. Can we average it
But
up?
what I want to know is what happened with that first one.
Take a good. I'll give you 3 guesses. The first 2 don't count.
Well,
I'll give you 3 guesses. The first 2 don't count.
I personally see 3 possibilities, and the least likely is that it's a pure miss.
Correct.
Okay. The other 2 are relatively equally possible is that if the thing that dripped out of the nose and bored into his, and that's all there was, and I have an innocent civilian, I could hit the innocent civilian.
You could hit the innocent or
I
him.
could hit him. Those are the two other options.
3 guesses. The first 2 don't count.
So I hit him.
No, it's 50-50 shot. It's still 1 guess.
Oh, well, those were
Right.
the 3 options.
Those are the 3, but it boils to 1. It boils only to just 1. It's where you hit this or this.
Yeah.
But it's a 50-50. You hit one of them.
I know.
So he can say evens
D,
or odds.
D, are you going to be even or odds? Yep.
Even.
All right. A 1. So
You hit the innocent civilian. And explodes. Well, you rolled a 20.
No, I rolled a nat 1.
Yeah, followed by a 20.
No, the 20 was the first. What was for the first one to
Oh, okay. To explode.
yeah. So, but basically the last one exploded. This one was a nat 1. I wanted, but I killed.
Yeah.
It didn't explode, but it killed.
Yeah.
So, is there any way I could dig those worms out of me right now?
You tell me how you want to do it. They bored into your skin.
With my dagger, right now.
There's 5 of them.
Well, I'm pretty sure I had a reaction ability when the first one bored into me.
Right. There's 5 of them. Just for game purposes, one in each arm, 1 in each leg, and 1 in the chest.
Okay. So I had no reaction when I saw it coming.
Well, you have a reaction to you grabbed this person and held this person tight to you. When you grabbed and held like that, they just went into your skin. So you have a reaction to get one of them out. One attack, basically.
Okay. Well, I attempt to get one of them out.
Which one?
The one in my leg.
Okay, that's easy. As long as you say you do it, you do it. What is but you need to roll a medical skill check DC 15.
What? There's no medicine.
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 Yeah.
You know, the others are
He
medical.
said medical, but it's medicine check.
You know what I meant.
I rolled a nat 20.
Okay, what that means is you got it and you're able to you didn't cause any damage to yourself other than, you know, like if you got a bad scrape.
Nice
Okay.
shot. All right. That was that. Now this turn.
I yelled to them that I need help.
Well, now you can decide what to do.
Yeah. Now,
There's
well,
no.
Correct, but no. That was his.
That was his reaction. Now he can you can
Yeah,
all
now it's
decide
your-
what to do.
Go over and see what I can do to help.
You can see.
I'm going to try and get another one.
You ever see the Mummy movies?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can see these things going up.
I got a dagger.
It is a medicine.
So do I get to do it to another one?
Yes, you do.
Everybody can do it, or anybody who can get around you.
Ooh.
16.
19.
Okay, you get in there and you without causing. The idea is not causing damage.
At this point, I don't care. To be honest.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
I know.
So, I don't know which one you went after.
Chest.
You pop the one out of the chest. So one from the leg and the one from the chest are gone.
And he did another.
I don't know. He's got 2 arms and a leg
He
left.
did like a 16.
He's got 2 arms and a leg
I
left.
did another leg.
So both
So we're
legs.
down to the two in the arms.
You're down to the 2 in the arms. It's a new round. They are now up to your shoulder.
All right.
Okay, I'll do it
Pop the
again.
shoulder.
Yeah, it's just matter. There's only your medicine checks are the only thing that's matter.
Wow. That's impressive. Dirty 20. I'm only a +1.
It's just not causing damage. That's all you're doing.
All right, and D?
14.
Roll a d4. It's a 15. Your dagger.
3.
Plus whatever bonuses you have.
I have no strength bonuses.
It's a dex.
Your dex bonus.
+4, so 7.
Yeah, you cut yourself in way too deep, hurts like hell, but you popped that thing out. But you did give yourself 7 points of damage because you got freaked out because it's heading towards your heart.
Right. Okay. So that's all of them.
That was all 5 of them.
Yeah.
All right. So,
How many shamblers are still up?
None.
Okay.
The entire village is wiped out. Men, women, children.
Well, I want to investigate the village and see how they got infected.
It's a village. There's a dozen buildings.
I would like to start going through them.
Okay. You don't get your full rest tonight by the time you're done.
Okay.
Yep. That'll give you 1 level of exhaustion. It's no big deal because you can just start traveling. You'll get it back anyway. So he's tired after all night, but there's nothing. You killed everything, so.
Did I find anything interesting?
Nope. You just found what are typical hovels of
villagers.
poor folk farmers. And those that might run the little shop. And that's about it.
Okay.
The shop itself just has, some farming utensils.
Seed, burlap, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Nothing of importance.
Something strange is none of them had any money, you guys.
Well,
Should we
there's
check
probably
out the-
there's probably
Yeah, there's coppers here and there. It's not worth mentioning unless you want to. 30 copper and 10 silver because of the inn.
No, but it's just good to know, you know.
Yeah, I just didn't think about it because they are designed as just dirt poor farmers. Hiya, Linz.
Okay.
I know you don't understand it, but hello.
go ahead and provide a funeral pyre.
Whatever you want to do. Again, it'll take you to evening. You'll have a level of exhaustion.
Did you
But
check
it's no
out
big
the
deal.
church and everything too?
Yeah, when he said
Everything.
he's going to check everything, that included the church, and the church itself is just never finished, like abandoned. Just
Any clue as to the
no, they never finished it, so they didn't even get, who it was going to be. It's really just a big open
room?
floorboards and some side walls.
And that's about it.
Yeah, they never got very far. Lynn's Heart says hi to everybody.
Hi, Linz.
She's the only one that supports me mostly. Others pop in and out, but she really supports me. It's great.
Alrighty.
Are we gonna touch these bodies and move them, or are we just? gonna take a-
Sir Andros is gathering them up to burn them.
I would be afraid.
That's what
that
you said,
all
right?
those Worms would burrow in. That's all.
Yeah, I am gonna be careful on that.
Every time you touch a body, some worms will get in.
Well, that's why I was thinking
Well,
we could just.
They will.
touch them.
No,
they,
no,
they,
no,
but
I-
I'm not gonna worry about rolls. You expect it. You just you quickly scrape them out, and if you keep going after these bodies, these snotty worms are going to try and burrow into you.
Should we try to catch
Every
it
time.
so we can look at it?
If you want to, you just gotta touch it.
There are some worms in my room.
Everybody had worms. It's a question of
including the one that
Well, I mean, I threw them up,
Mark
so.
went into.
yeah. I forgot.
There must be a bottle of some kind. that
You have to
contains
touch the bodies.
That's it,
If you
yeah.
don't touch the bodies, they don't travel.
In that case, some oil. I'm sure that there's oil around.
Your general basics are here. Like I said, they have
I'm not
the
going to move them. Oil on the body.
Yeah.
Burn the bodies. Oil on the body.
like I said, your rooms had the oil lamps.
Right.
So there's
Plenty of oil to burn.
There's plenty of oil to burn. You pour it on and you burn them up.
Hey, I got a bottle from the. Help me catch one of these worms, and we'll see what it looks like in light of day, and see if we can find somebody that has a little bit more knowledge than us.
You can grab any empty container.
If you want to try.
Knowing what you wish to do.
Yep.
Okay, because you can just go get even one of the oil containers, because they're typically in glass. They'll
Yep.
soak through anything else. There's water there. You can clean it out as best you can. Put some sand and get it out. In case, again, this is a freebie. You don't know if the oil will affect them. And all you got to do is have somebody go like this, and these worms start coming out, and you just pop one out and you stick it in there, and then you pop however more out, and you stopper it, and you have one of these worms.
Okay.
That's what I want to do.
And they recognize the other things. You have seen a giant maggoty worm already that attacked you. A smaller version,
Same one though.
same type.
Same type.
Look very similar. All right.
The pool, to remind you of the pool.
Yeah.
You looked in there. They were full of them. They dipped the people in.
Okay.
We have a worm in a stoppered jar, and I'll help you with the bottle.
Thus infected them, eventually making them like the night into they still have this body, but when you kill them, they turn into this blobby thing. They haven't reached that point because they were drones.
Right.
They were just anti-light drones. And just so you know, this whole idea, this concept of that,
Yeah.
I got from very old, and I still have them, Conan magazine.
Really? Wow.
Yes, only in his case, it was a humanoidish ant that laid the eggs.
The eggs. Yeah.
And when you killed the body, all these ants would pour out. But it's the same concept.
Okay.
So
Now-
trying to take over. But it's obviously it was, or somewhere is, an intelligent being.
Now, when I was holding the sword, so I know that I have.
You now have a little girl in there.
And I know.
Freaking out because it's just a little girl.
Hush, my child.
Good luck with that. 11-year-old girl that just got sucked into a blade.
I know.
Freaking out.
I think she's probably freaking out. Also, distressing about love interest.
She's 11.
Oh yeah.
Not for another 2 years.
So you're telling us this is what happened?
So I go up and I look at this little girl.
Well, no, you're talking to her.
No. I go up to my room
Oh.
and I'm looking at this little girl.
Yeah, you're looking at this little girl. So
It's me, Nargu.
Uh huh.
I don't like this.
You weren't using it anyway.
Hey,
Why do you have a little girl in your room?
Just think of the power you have now.
Is the wound on the girl healed, or is it still bleeding?
Well, she's dead. She's bled out by now.
Nargu.
no, I healed myself.
Yeah, so.
Okay. Oh, that's
And then and threw up, and there's some of the worms in a vial, but yeah. Otherwise, yeah. I'm trying to get adjusted.
Uh-huh.
Just remember, you have to sit down from now on. You're going to have a problem.
Oh yeah, yeah. So anybody have any cloth?
Any what?
Never mind. I'll talk to Tara about it.
All right.
So we're all kind of wondering why you have.
So you guys can talk. I got it. Bathroom.
So Taylor, can you explain the facts of Nargu's new life to him?
I don't know how comfortable I am with this, but sure.
There was women gnomes in my home. Okay, I do know what happens with females. All right.
Don't be so crotchety.
No, that's about right. It
That
sounds like
may
it's
be
about.
coming.
That sounds like he's starting to PMS already.
I mean,
Right,
dwarves
you-
might not mind, but other races will not find your behavior becoming. So, yeah, stop.
Hey, it's a little hard. All right. I'm a grown-ass man and a little pubescent girl.
Free.
You want to go back to being a sword?
It's at this point I'm kind of equal about it.
I mean,
But I'm also thinking if it was this easy, maybe I could go back on the sword and then go into a more suitable body.
I don't know about that. I mean, I think that's kind of playing with fire myself, but you do you. And
Uh-huh.
It's a role
Says
play
the one
session.
that's still a female, was a born female. This is a little bit different for me.
Not much difference, trust me. I'll set you up with those if you need.
Yeah, the first tree he goes behind, he realizes that those little prickly
Yeah, we-
bushes are really prickly bushes.
When you squat, make sure you put your feet a little further apart than you normally would be, okay?
Oh, I can see this grown gnome woman. Look, this is what you got to do now. Oh, by the way, let me get you some rags because you're how old? 11? Oh, it's coming.
Yeah, no, well, at 11, it's already there. Probably.
Not necessarily.
It's kind of early for some.
I think with my sister, I remember we're all swimming, and then she was 12.
Oh, well.
It's just one of the things I never forget. There was a pool party, and she started feeling bad and started to hurt. Next you know,
that's
blood
bad.
all over the place, and she was freaking out. Mom had to explain it to her.
Will Cliff recognize that you are his
Does
master?
Cliff recognize Nargu's new?
Clip is a construct. Recognizes the soul, doesn't recognize the person.
Just making sure. That could be really awkward.
Like I said with the sword, recognize the soul in the sword.
Right.
So nothing changes. It sees the aura. It doesn't see a person.
So we still so she Nargu, we'll get you squared away. And we do. We get her squared away.
Well, yeah, that's the other thing. I mean, it is a little girl's body, so I mean, if I'm going to take the body of someone, I'd rather it be like, you know, some malcontent criminal or something than rob the life of a little girl.
Yeah, but you didn't know how this would work out. We gotta find ourselves
No, yeah, I know.
for some kind and see what our
But
options
we'll
are.
keep the sword safe,
You bet.
especially since, I mean, even if we, I think it'd still be useful even if we got rid of that curse. Although then again, it's not necessarily the worst curse if one of us was to die, you know.
Yeah, I put my share of dying and whatnot. And I'm gonna pass on becoming a sword, I think. Thank you.
That's true. With the revivify ability, yeah.
I'm all set
Could
with
just bring
that.
someone back alive versus the sword, but it's a little bit harder to bring them back.
I'm all set with dying and stuff for now. But we'll get you squared away, and maybe we can find some leggings or something for you. You'll be a little bit more comfortable, I think.
Speaking of, so
Show him
I
his
was
figure.
using the longsword before.
I can't
since my
quite. I
trident
can't
is
quite
no
get
more.
over there.
Can I borrow the longsword again?
Alright. Nargu, come on. That's your new.
Oh, she's pretty.
Ah,
That's you.
Alright, so we'll get her some leggings too. There were young men and boys.
You can get all the basics you need in the town. There's a little store, and it would hold dresses, pants, the equivalent of overalls, the things that the locals would. It's
I'm
all.
not naked now, you know.
He's not naked.
No.
You're wearing the clothing of the girl.
She's
Yeah.
probably gonna want more of a tunic and leggings for fighting and adventuring, but
And since I gained a level and I now have replicate amulet of health, I'm going to claim that the girl had a little cheap little necklace, but now it's magical amulet of health necklace.
You can go to the shop and even pick one up. That's neither here nor there with me. There's so many little things floating around if you want little items. No, there's little backpack, not backpacks, but side pouches that you can grab for, of course you've got the gnomes. Well, I think you threw it on the wagon with the backpack and everything. So, general goods, you have all the general goods you need.
There's no freaking pockets in these clothing.
You just go get some clothing with pockets in it.
Women clothing don't normally have so much on the
The
pockets.
skirts typically have 2 pockets either side, just like pants do. Or they put sewing gear and whatevers.
besides, I got you a belt with a couple of pouches.
Okay, good.
God, you're awfully picky. You're even worse as a woman.
What?
Oh, that was good. Yes, definitely.
Okay, Lisa. Lisa,
Nardu. Yes,
you do have an inspiration in your little doohickey here.
aw, thanks.
Man, you're even worse as a woman.
Don't make me box your ears. Come along now.
Hey, I'm still the grown man solo, dang it.
Sure you are, sweetie.
Oh, I love it when I don't. I just want to sit back and listen.
Yeah, this is the fun part.
I did try to make it as a role play session versus, a
My
combative.
suggestion to you, Nardu, is when we are with other people in town, since they do not know that you are not an 11-year-old girl, you have a distinct advantage.
Big
You will
time.
be underestimated. To the
I
end.
can't drink.
Nope. Whoopsie.
There are trade-offs, but trust me, you will be underestimated. First
Oh,
off,
too
you're
bad the
female,
character didn't
secondly,
have
you're young.
a drinking habit, and that would be very bad.
You could have a real
I look at Sir Andros and I bat my eyes and I say, can I have some chocolate, please?
You don't have any chocolate.
You're in
Sweets?
store?
No.
Think of it as, again, a
candy.
Wild West penny
Like
store.
like a rock candy.
Like a rock
Sugar is
candy.
very
Here's a piece of rock candy.
Thank you.
I mean, you can clear this whole place out, and there's maybe 30 gold worth of things.
Okay, guys, what's our next move?
We have to head back to the jousting fields. So
Remember,
no.
well,
the
they
farms.
weren't here. We talked
Yeah.
about it, so we kind of
kind of
'cause you were here
investigate the
early.
farms.
Yeah.
On the way back to the jousting.
heading
fields.
back that way to figure out if any of the locals know anything.
Or
They
if
weren't
they're-
here for it because you were here early. Remember, we
Yeah.
talked about that and said,
We
oh,
did.
shoot, this is what I need to do.
Should we warn them to stay away from the town as a plague came through?
When it comes to role play, you guys decide what to do. Understand, 2 of you are at level 1 exhaustion.
Yep.
Okay, I'm just kind of throwing it up to my crew here.
Well,
Guys,
it's a
I'm
question
upset.
of you want to start doing this with the level 1 exhaustion, wait till nighttime, or pretty much sleep the day away. Level 1 exhaustion isn't bad.
No.
So could I have that longsword again though to borrow?
To
I'm
borrow?
going to crawl up into my.
Well, I don't have a weapon anymore.
We don't want to club.
Sure. Here, borrow
I'm gonna
longsword.
go crawl up into my nest and go to sleep. I'm very sad at all these innocent people that were killed.
It was unavoidable because they were being controlled.
I get that. I'm not mad. I'm sad.
No, I understand. I was trying to comfort you, my friend. It was unavoidable.
He's just a sad little girl.
No, this was D.
Oh, was that D?
Yeah.
Oh,
sad-
D. Oh, D. I'm that.
D.
I'm sorry. I got Mark stuck in my head. That's just there.
Well, I mean, I do feel sadder than I probably would normally.
Was a little girl trying to console me?
No,
No.
Sir Andros was.
Oh. Thank you,
I mean,
boss.
I wouldn't mind having a rest,
Well,
but I think I'm going to get out of town a little bit.
I go up to D and I'm like, hey, it could be worse, you know.
That was the little girl.
It could be worse, you know.
Who are you?
I'm Naryu.
I'm glad you're not hurt.
That's
You're
kind
an
of.
argue.
Yeah, I was in the sword. Now I'm in this little girl.
Okay, can I do a Arcana check on that, like to understand it?
Yeah.
Ooh, 26.
You understand from the time that the sword was picked up, every time it kills, a soul is exchanged.
Oh shit. I'm glad I'm not into short and I'm into bows, man, or else that could have been me.
Anybody. It still can be anybody.
Well, I still rather, if we can, fix up the sword and stuff and then still use it because, especially while I was re-looking up stuff, I realized my character, it doesn't have to be the infused item. It's just any magic weapon. I can use my int mod instead of strength or dex.
Yeah, but you can't use the sword.
I know. We gotta get this squared away first.
You got to kill Sir Andros in order to get the sword.
I did not do that. Thank you.
I was thinking more like remove curse, but you know.
Remove curse. You got to get somebody who can do remove curse.
Yeah, but that's easier than killing Sir Andros.
I don't know. Depends on one's point of view, I guess.
It's not. Somehow we have a real hard time going to big towns. I think killing Sir Andros would be easier.
Okay, should we?
No more kibble for you there, D.
No more kibble and bits.
Wander outside
We
the town?
We always need town and we can never seem to get there.
This place doesn't have big towns.
So speaking of,
They're good size.
how many days have passed when I was in the sword? Because, you know, time was a little bit different for me. It wasn't like a sunset.
Ron.
Yeah, just one day.
You accomplished a lot in a day.
You went into the sword basically the morning. We went to sleep. These guys came in, interrupted our long rest that night, and you are now. So basically, about 12 hours.
So, where's my body buried?
Did we bury
Don't
it?
look at me. That's role play. You gotta explain it.
I think we just kind of ditched it. And then we destroyed the house, so I'm pretty sure it doesn't exist
No.
anymore.
No. The body is. We hadn't buried it because it was just that morning. We hadn't done anything with it yet.
It was disintegrated.
Oh, it was.
The demon.
This is Mark,
disintegrated.
not my character.
Oh. Good. No.
Disintegrated.
No. Hold on, Mark. The body is no longer. The demon destroyed it.
It
Got it.
did it out of spite.
Well, did you guys at least have some good words to say about my passing?
Yes, we said good word.
Yes, we did. We said, "Oh my, more treasure." What
What's a
good words?
What's a good word now? Are we gonna wander outside the town a little ways and take shifts, or how do you want to do this?
Basically, we have what? 2 days, 3 days? What's it? 2 or 3 day journey back.
It's 2 days back to the
Hello.
To the-
It's 2 days back to the jousting area, but these little farms are all along the way.
So it'll take us a while because we want to investigate and talk to people.
Well, it's going to take us 2 days on the way, but those of us who need a rest can take a rest in the wagon during
Sounds like a plan.
the trip.
Right. And just know that you're resting in the wagon means the others who are not exhausted, they're going to have to do the talking. You got to sleep the day away.
Yep.
You literally need 8 hours of sleep, which puts you on first watch anyway, because you'll be the ones that are
The
awake.
watch. Yeah. And that's me and D.
Yeah, and you can both just do 2 4-hour watches.
Yep.
And then it gets you right back into the normal cycle.
Hey, no, we don't. I have alarm, so we can go to sleep.
You
Let's
need
just-
need a long rest. You are
No,
exhaustion level
alarm.
1.
It's a spell that you set up. It's for
Yeah,
you
you-
still need somebody to be awake and on because they
Right.
can cross that border and be on top of us in no time. You need somebody awake anyway.
The alarm just allows them to sit at the campfire and cook out and just listen for it.
But so
I can stand watch with Cliff, one part of it.
basically what's going to happen is D and Sir Andros will sleep in the wagon during the day, leaving Nargushe
Just did not.
leaving Nargu, Tera, and Trill to interact with the locals while we're sleeping.
Okay.
Why are we in a wagon?
Why are we in a wagon? Because if we didn't have a wagon, we couldn't carry all our shit.
Are we going somewhere? Is that why we're in the wagon?
Yes,
Yeah.
we
we're
had,
Oh, okay.
we are heading back to the jousting fields, but we have to stop off
Okay.
at the farms on the way.
Those mushrooms are really screwing you up, aren't they?
Yep.
So
That worms.
So we will sleep in the wagon, and then we'll take the overnight watch, and then we'll be back on track afterwards.
Okay.
All right. So, Tara, Trill, and Nargu, you guys can deal with the farmers on the way back.
Okie dokie. Get some good rest.
I didn't get
I'm
this.
asleep.
So
I'm asleep already.
I've got basically 48 hours minus 16 because of the required sleep, because it's 2 days. So basically 32 hours. I'm just going to randomly. So 32 hours of D6 hours between So the first farm you come across is 5 hours away.
Wow, okay.
Most of these farms, you'll see, they're herders and farmers.
Well, I would assume a farm would have farmers.
Well, I'm talking produce versus livestock.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
A lot of people even called the people who were herders farmers.
And I think our strategy is to warn them to stay away from the other village, that there is some sort of...
Okay. You go to the first one, you give them a warning, they kind of look at you and go about their business. Just so you know, that's 5 hours. The next one, that works out. The next one is only 1 hour away from that other farm.
Can you see anything odd with the people or the animals when they go up to the farmers?
No,
No, everybody looks normal, huh?
everybody looks normal.
Have you seen anything unusual or any unusual people? Or creatures? Anything?
Give me a persuasion. Super easy, but it's just getting this. They don't know you, so you're persuading them to
Open up.
18.
yeah, no.
I never rolled good, but I did that time. Roll well, I should say.
Well, this person says, yeah, you know, troops, locals, they used to patrol because it's all new and they're still wilds. But it's been a few weeks from the last time any troops from the keep have come out, because they see them from the keep and from here. The keep being the, other than where you are, is the only other prominent established
Zone.
lord, if you will.
The one we just, you're talking about the one we destroyed.
Right. Again, to everybody else, it's keep.
Thank you for the information, good sir, and I give him five
He's
copies.
reading. He's reading. So just, you're not here to see that, but he's reading up on.
Yeah, because all you have to do is open up, and depends on how far away you go before you got to turn away again. The last person that we saw was this woman, Trisha, I believe her name was Trisha. She stayed here for a bit and then left.
Do you know which way she went?
From the direction you guys just came from.
Huh. What she?
She was. It was kind of weird because she was ranting about. No, we didn't give any, city folk. We don't know, whatever. Even though there's no cities. She was ranting about. They go to the forest. I go to the forest. Just repeating it. They go to the forest. I go to the forest. I gotta go to the forest. Just, we fed her and sent her on her way and said, whatever. It's almost like she was talking to someone or maybe just herself. But, really eerie.
That is kind of eerie. And I'll give him 10 coppers too, as information.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I appreciate the information.
What do you want to do?
Well, I will.
It's up to the three of you that are, or is it four? It's up to those of you who are awake. It is dark. You've been traveling on the road for 6 hours now, so it's getting evening.
I want to keep going forward, I think, and when the fellas wake up, we'll tell them what we find and out, see what they want to do. But
Yeah.
we could warn the people back at the.
You can Well, you don't have to. If you want, you can either stop because it's 6 hours, so you can just make an early camp, or you can travel on to the next farm. I roll my d6, see how many hours away it is. I leave that option to you. What you do know from your traveling is farms aren't next door neighbors.
Right.
They're hours apart from each other.
Not line of sight. You know what? Why don't we do an early camp? What do you fellas think?
Considering that the others are exhausted, probably should.
All right. And when they wake up, we'll fill them in on what we've learned and decide our next course of action.
Okay. You spend the first. You take your time. This is one of those cases where you can just take your time. The farm is right there, so you can go over there and buy some produce if you want. They'll gladly sell it.
Bet.
So you don't have to dig into your rations.
All right.
Some nice vegetables, always good.
Yeah. So they literally spend like the first. You don't have to spend an hour, but they spend an hour setting up camp just to take their time, a nice fire, some good victuals,
Maybe 100 coppers worth of produce.
whatever you want to do.
I mean, 100 coppers for them is really a lot of money.
Yeah, silver.
I don't know.
No.
I'm sorry, gold.
Yeah, it's cool. So,
Hey,
and I'm gonna take it right out. I'm gonna take it right out of the party funds.
maybe I can find some good herbs and we can have ourselves a nice veggie stew.
If that's what you want, give me survival. You stopped early. You've got 2 hours, so
Yeah,
why not?
Oh, we got more
that's
than
what I'm
that.
thinking.
I'm talking about for the full.
Well,
For the. You've been on the road for 6.
Yes, 2 more hours.
2 more hours for your rest.
12 is my survival.
Here it's really easy. Like I said, it's wild. You find some herbs. You even find some wild berries. To
I was gonna say I believe in you also.
yeah, no need. To add some herbs, and you even get some wild, probably blueberries, or even like here raspberries that you can turn into a dessert by just mixing them together.
We'll put together a little something so when the fellas wake up, it won't be too bland.
Do you want to just mix them, or you really want to put something together? The wagon has supplies that you can do things that aren't in the rule book that you can
I
add
got some
sugar.
dried meat I figured I'd chop up and throw in there. Some dried meat, some of these fresh herbs and vegetables.
Yeah,
I'm going to town, man. I may not be a chef, but it'll be tasty, I hope.
cooking is not a skill
No.
in the set.
Not in.
Wisdom,
Hold on a minute.
common sense.
There is a feat for cooking.
Yeah, but I doubt anybody took cooking as a feat.
Hold on a
So-
second. No, but let me see if I can find out what it.
I
What
got
it
a
rolls.
10, so it may not be gourmet, but it shouldn't be gross.
Chef is in Natasha's counter.
Yeah, I've got it right here.
She rolled a 10. So
Like I said,
mid-range.
it's not
It's not terrible. It's
Ron?
not gourmet.
It is. There is a skill, but you are become proficient with cook's utensils.
I knew it was something, but she didn't have it
It's
either way.
tools.
Tools.
No,
That's
I-
it.
Just a simple way.
Well, I can always make my all-purpose tool into cooking utensil tools, and then
She
use that.
well, you gotta understand. She didn't tell anybody.
Camping, man.
She didn't tell anybody what she's doing. She just decided to start walking around, grab these things, and just threw them in the stew.
Okay, well then I guess I say that after she cooks. I'm like,
Exactly.
I'm not gonna help you out with that.
Like I said, she rolled a 10. It's not horrible. It's not gourmet. It's not ruined. It's fine.
It's good. It's solid. It'll keep you
Better than what the
hungry.
Marines get in the field.
It's better than an MRE.
For gosh sakes, I'm a ranger.
I mean, you probably just added a little bit too much salt, but not so much that it's salty. As much as it's a little. Yeah, it's okay.
Well, the dried meat can be a little.
Yeah.
you know.
Gamey. You didn't
That's
soak
all.
the meat long enough.
And most people know like a salty soup, they just get a canteen. They just add a little more water and problem solved.
Well, You know what, all you Mr. Gourmets, you can cook tomorrow.
I did not complain.
Okay, just check.
That was a voice out of the air.
It
No.
sounded a little suspiciously like a complaint, so you know. Oh my heavens. No, thank you, Nargyushi, for the thought, but I kind of need to walk and clear my head too.
Okay, so you have your watches. It's really not going to be a problem because you parked by the farm.
Yep.
And they've got dogs. They have an early warning system.
Well, also, Clip is pretty good at catching things.
If you want to send them out,
I didn't want to go straying through the woods after what they told us. About Trisha talking about going to the woods, must go to the woods.
Well, no, I meant warning if stuff is coming towards us.
Gotcha.
it's whatever you want to do. The party is the party. What I'm saying is you're not overly concerned with it because the farm has dogs.
Yes, that's good too.
Yeah. And the annoying construct is just, my annoying construct that does everything.
So are these fellas awake yet and enjoying my salty stew?
Yeah, because they just need 2 more hours, and after 2 hours, you can go and shake them awake, and they'll start taking their watches what they need to do, and have some stew and do 2 4-hour block watches just to be awake, and in the morning, maybe a little late morning, let the guy who did the last 4 get a 2-hour nap to get that power nap in, and
We'll be on our way.
everybody wakes up, say 8 o'clock in the morning versus 6, and decide what you're going to do. The farmers are already up, feeding the chickens, checking the fields, because it's getting the end of June. So, the plants are starting to,
Go find some eggs.
the farm, the corns and stuff are what's starting to come up.
So we fill our companions in on what we found out about this Trisha person. And how nobody else had really reported anything of note.
Huh.
Beyond that, and the patrols there from the food.
Yeah, could have found that out at the first farm. It just depends.
Okay.
So which way did she go into the woods?
She went back the way we came from, which is suspicious right in and of itself, in my opinion.
How long ago? Yeah, I'll go back and ask the farmer.
I forget.
He's out there. You see, the woman. Him and the oldest son are out in the fields.
Yeah.
So like any small family, works all day in the fields. She's always prepping, cooking, or doing the stuff around the chickens, and maybe they got 2 or 3 pigs, but not many, eggs being the biggest thing.
Mistress, my name is Sir Andros McAllister. Thank you for letting us stay at your.
Well, you camped over there, so yeah.
It is appreciated.
Well, we're gonna scoop up your horse manure after.
You can have
So-
all of it, and
Well, yeah, I didn't think you wanted it.
for letting us be here, I'll 3 silvers for just for letting us stay in.
Her eyes light up and she sticks it away. It's going to be a good winter solstice this year.
And thank you for the produce and.
You're welcome. We all try to help each other out here.
Indeed, and that is very admirable. What I would like to
Most that
ask is my companion here, and I gesture to Tara and say, Lady Tara here is said that you said a woman had passed through here.
Yes. I'm sorry, I already hit the page for the time frame, but you put the time frame. Gotta forget. But by easy deduction, the time frame that she passed through here also coincides with the time frame that all kinds of hell has been happening. It all links.
Okay.
She goes, yeah. We've gone out there. I mean, you're talking a dozen hours, so day trips and so. But the only place they can talk about is the locals here, local being, the nearest farm an hour away,
Yep.
is Sacrament Wood.
Sacrament Wood.
That's what we call it, Sacrament Wood.
Okay. And which direction would it be?
When you go where you just were,
Mm-hmm.
like I said, you're going more east. North. You're going to be cutting slightly more northeast. So where this is, you're kind of moving up more.
Okay.
She tells you exactly what it is because a lot of people just go there. That's where they get a lot of their wood because it's a larger woodlands.
Mm-hmm.
So they gather up, the dropped wood, for their fires versus the dung and everything like that. Some trees get chopped down on occasion for important things, but nobody goes out there and just hacks it all down.
Right. It's as needed.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, there's not that many people to hack it all down.
Maybe there's a local peat bog and you can start harvesting from that.
Yep. Now.
No, she goes, and so many people ramble on about dark woods in the area, but they went the other way. So, not that one. Besides, those woods are under the McAllister family, so has to be Sacrament Woodlands.
Yeah.
She'll tell you I can't say a lot about them. Only those who explore go out there and make use of them. Really are the only ones who would know. I did hear through troops that used to come by here that some commissions from the houses to see what is outside the explored borders. So these woods are beyond the explored. So they go to what has been guaranteed, and they've been pushing beyond that. Sacrament Wood is beyond that. It's off the map. If you go to the Arden farm, the first one.
Yeah.
Talk to Ackley.
Ackley.
Akeley, but it's pronounced Ackley.
Ackley.
He's the one that goes there most often. He might know things.
Okay. Ackley. At the Ackley Arden.
Correct. The Arden farm, Ackley is the eldest son. He's like 18.
Okay.
Cool beans.
And when we come back this way, my dear lady, I would appreciate, well, it's maybe 2 or 3 days from now. I would appreciate if you would have a couple of pies ready. A meat pie and a fruit pie.
I'll make them if you come this way, and I'll make them that day. I'm really not going to make them and set them out, and I don't know when you're coming back. They might go to waste.
2 silver. I'll prepay for them, and if they do go
Okay.
close you can consume them and keep the silver. Wrong. I'm just.
Yeah, not a problem. She'll make them set them there. If you're not back, they'll eat them and get
Yep.
profit. It's not a problem.
Yes. And Ron, just out of character. Yeah. Just me to you.
Oops, that's why I wrote it down. That's why it's throwing me off.
I'm just. Oh, come on. I'm just trying to play in character.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But I role play it too. Okay.
No, absolutely. Just staying in character.
Yeah, her meat pie is far better than my stew, but that's all right.
All right. So we gotta head up to the
You go up to the other farm.
Arden farm.
So you go back 6 hours
Mm-hmm.
because she was an hour away from that one. No, that one's only an hour away. Sorry. That one's only an hour away,
Yes.
but it was 5 hours from
the town, the village.
the village. Yeah. Sorry, I had to go backwards.
And it was the something. What was it with the what something wood? What was the name of the wood, Ron?
Sacrament.
Sacrament.
They call it Sacrament wood. Why aren't you
So,
charging?
so it's an hour back to the Arden farm.
Right. Okay.
So just trot along.
Yep.
Huh.
What'd you do?
Well, no. For whatever reason, it's just not charging while it's on. And it just
Is that it?
No, I went to the direct plug, and it's getting power, or else it wouldn't have this. So for whatever reason, this new phone is not charging like any other phone while, or keeping a plug while,
Yeah.
staying charged while plugged in. It's just not doing it. Nope,
Not trying it out, huh?
nope.
Well,
The
that
other
sucks.
phone did, but this one won't do it. So I got 55%, and it'll.
Yeah, we got an hour left.
Yeah,
Hour and a half. So that's plenty of time.
yeah. So I'm not even going to bother with that anymore.
All right, so we're going to continue on with the
You go to the
Arden farm.
right.
As we-
It's only an hour away, so yeah, they're out there. Now the oldest boy is out with the father, but you can just go out to the fields where they are.
Absolutely.
That's neither here nor there. You go there and you ask to speak with him, and this strapping young boy comes up, says, "Yeah, I'm Ackley."
My good young man, I hear tell that you're familiar with Sacrament Wood.
Yes.
And did a woman pass through here about
X amount of time ago, yeah.
X amount of
Oh
time
yeah,
ago?
weird lady. I didn't talk to her much, said hi and stuff, but she kept going. It's only an hour from the other one, so she didn't stop. She just kept going. But she kept rambling on about gotta go to the woods, told to go to the woods here. And the only woods up there are Sacrament. We've got these clusters of trees, but woods wise, yeah, that's out there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've been out there, and that. So how long of a trip is it from here?
Well, you go past the keep, and you cut northwest a little more.
How far
You-
past the keep? How far past the keep?
With all due respect, sir, may I continue to speak instead of cutting me off?
Please, my apologies.
Frickin' nobles. Actually, it worked out beautiful, just for a little role play for me. What you want to do is you want to go past. You'll see little flags. Those are the surveyed areas that the two places, the two have claimed on either side. But anyway, you keep on going. You go past that, and literally maybe half a dozen hours after that, from here it's going to take you about a day and a half. You got the 5 hours in there, then, and you will see a village. And that's why I go that way. We can actually trade with that village. A Magjon, Magjon. I've gone out there with Handon.
And it?
Yeah, Handon's a woodsman. So I've gone out there with him. More of the woods he would know. I just hit the peripheries with him and do some trading at the town to bring it back to the family.
So was Handon a member of the Magjon village?
That's where he lives, yeah.
Okay. Alright. And
Where is it?
wow. Right.
Oh, the time frame is different. It's actually half a dozen days to get there from the village.
6 days to get
From the village, I had to go. I had to go this way
to the wood.
to get to the actual wood. The village is because you're backtracking. You lost half a day.
Yep. Alrighty. So,
There's the.
Shall we?
indeed. Thank you very much for your efforts and your information, and I will 5 sober
Okay.
as it is much appreciated, gentlemen.
That's the thing about having written this a long time ago. There might be some changes from what I told you, but I won't know that till I flip. So there might be some quick modifications I'll have to do.
Yep.
But nothing that changes the storyline.
I just know when I have to leave to get back to.
Right, and you've got time, but that there makes you go, oh, that eats up a lot of
It
time.
does. Yep. Because that's basically there and back 12, 13, 14, 15. Plus however long we stay there before we get back to the jousting fields.
Yeah,
That's a third of the time.
and
Do we have
you've got
enough time?
that however many days we figured out to get down to the elves village.
What is it, 20 a day? No, wait, it was 170 miles.
Yeah, you can do
but
20 a day, but you
20
can get on a boat and do 100 a day.
Right, so. The
You
jousting
can figure it out. Yeah, you're gonna have to figure that out. You're gonna have to figure out the math.
Yep.
So don't forget, you're coming here. You can come to the nearest town. Like I said, I did a straight, but you can cut over to the nearest town and then hop on a riverboat down.
in 2 days, yeah.
You're here. Actually, it's quicker to go here. I was looking here. So from here, you can go to this one, hop on the river, and go down, saving yourself a lot of time.
Yeah, that's what I think it was, what, 3 days? I think it was a 3-day journey.
Yeah, my pinky is what I think you use. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30. So say about 40 miles to the village. 2 days. And then 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. I'm just going to round up. You can get to it in a day. It's so close. Like I said, I'm just using my pinky as a base. So your longest will be the 2 days to here, and then because of the river, you can get down there in a day.
So we,
Plus a half.
so we
Plus
got,
a
so we've
hour.
got about 6 to 8 days to play with.
Yes. You have about 6 to 8 days. to play.
I have 6 to 8 days to play with. Anyway. So,
Yeah, because it is. Yeah, because this is a well-established area.
yep.
Because the troops that came here, then the farmers came in. They got rid of all the worst of the worst, quote unquote, monsters. So anything you meet along the way are things that will leave you alone. You're too strong. Goblins, kobolds, that kind of a thing. They're simply not going to bother you.
They might interact, but they won't bother.
Right. You'll probably see them. They see how tough you are and throw a few arrows that way that hit and bounce off, and they run away.
I'll send an arrow their way.
So it will take you a day and a half. I marked the day because of the challenge. You're going and you're cutting up.
Yep.
So that's the extra half of the day. Cross over, and you see these little flags. You know, they have them marked, survey flags that are marked. And just like you said, you even start hitting a rut row, raggy, and you see this village.
Okay. Head up to the village.
Magjon has a population of 38. Wealth is only 190. If you want to buy things, you can only buy 13 gold worth, and you can sell 67 gold worth. This is a case where you have those trinkets and stuff, and you can dump off some of these
67?
things. And with the sell of 13, you can restock your basic, your foods and things like that.
So,
When you look at it, it seems to have a fairly new look about it.
5.
And the animals are very, very, not the animals, but there's very lush farm and grazing lands. So it's well irrigated.
Okay.
Thanks for staying, Lance. Hope you're doing all right there. I know you're busy. While he's looking stuff up, just so you know, on my other computer, double tap. So I hope it helps.
Okay. Alright. So we get there. Look for either a tavern or a.
This isn't established. It's a larger Wild West town.
Right. So it's got a saloon.
It has a saloon, but it has a separate hotel.
Oh.
You know, there's the saloon with the rooms. Sure, they're the cheaper ones, but you can go. Oh, Lynn's asked, please connect to her channel. She helps me, and you can do the same thing. Just go to Lynn's Heart on YouTube, and she does silent watches. Turn it on, just set it off to the side. Just give her the watch hours so she can make a little money.
Sure.
Steve says sure.
Send me the link.
Lynn's Heart vlog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, YouTube, Lynn's Heart vlog.
All right, so go to the saloon and we'll get some food.
Yeah, again, your
Am I
standard.
awake
What?
and I'm exhausted?
No longer exhausted.
No, no. That's why you did an early camp to get rid of that.
That's why we slept in the wagon while we were moving.
Woo-hoo! So we're heading to the saloon?
We're heading into a saloon.
This town is
Okay,
bigger than the
investigate under the influence.
this town is larger than the little one that you had to wipe everybody out with. Still has a new look, but it's solid.
Nice.
Okay.
Can I buy some darts?
You've
I
got
want you
13
guys to know
total.
that those mushrooms had me messed up. I should have went and talked to that cook. I don't know why I didn't. I'm sorry. I apologize.
You were tripping.
Actually,
I think we killed the cook. So
You killed everybody.
Yeah, but I might have figured all that out before we had to deal with any of that if I would have talked to the stupid cook.
I
should've.
replaced our food stocks basically
I'm sorry.
on the 13th.
I should have done my job.
So if
I
we
messed up as the
They're cheap.
investigator.
I'm not going to quibble over that.
okay, go
I think you can get like 30 for a gold or something like that.
go up to
Yeah, but he was asking. Yeah, you can go buy a grouping of darts. Here, a lot of the locals use weapon style darts or slings, and they use this to pop small game.
okay, that's good because I was wanting to buy like 20 darts. So groupings of darts is perfect.
Yeah,
yeah, just whatever the cost is in the
yeah. You just just a whole bunch of darts. They're cheaply made, but game purposes, they work the same as any other dart.
go up to the keep and ask them as I order some food and drink.
Yeah.
Ask them how may I find Hayden?
He points over in a corner. You see this guy drinking, and he's mostly like this.
Excellent.
Lynn says thank you.
Not a
It
problem.
does give her money.
What I will
I want to
do,
go talk to the cook.
I'm gonna slide 3 silver to the keep. This is above what. Keep sending him coffee or whatever caffeinated beverage is the equivalent.
I'll be surprised if he wakes up in the next 6 hours or so. By the time you got here, it's late in the day.
Fair enough. So 6 hours. So he's a nice.
Basically, he's going to have to wake up after a long rest.
Okay.
It kind of forces you into a long rest and into July. First day thereof.
I'm gonna go talk to the cook.
You go out back to talk to the cook. He looks at you and yells at you, "Get the hell out of my kitchen."
Whenever the character can get around the Andros, I just talk to him. It's not around other people. So I was in the sword and I wasn't, so it's a little hazy. But did we ever replace those? We had ordered 2 diamonds so for me to be able to do Revivify. Did those ever come in?
Yes.
Okay, I couldn't quite remember. It's a little hazy around my say vacation.
So yeah, D, you can talk to the cook, but you're going to need persuasion. He's busy.
No problem.
Is there any unintended drinks?
I can only hear one at a time.
Is there any unattended drinks in the tap area?
Hand and the guy you're supposed to be seeing looks like he has half a drink left as he's passed out on the table.
I go to reach for it.
Nobody's stopping you.
I take a sip.
It's warm. It's been sitting there for a while.
I still drink it.
You drink it.
Alcohol.
Everybody just sort of looks at you and you hear some mumble. You can reach the table.
All right, that was it.
Okay.
That's my thought.
Thank you. Back to you, D.
14 for persuasion.
Okay. To Cobalt. Weird, but what are you doing in my kitchen?
Oh, I'm just watching an expert at work. That's all. I'm taking notes.
Okay. Well, go sit in the corner. Just don't get in my way.
Okay. Hey, have you seen any weird stuff going on around here while you've been cooking?
No, I just cook.
Oh,
If you're talking about those weird woods, yeah, that's your problem.
the weird woods. What
Yes,
about your food? Has all the food been the same food?
Hell yeah, I always cook a good food.
No. Your inventory, is it the same as it always is, or have you had to change things up a little bit?
It's whatever.
I can see
It's
you
what. It's
cooking.
whatever. It's whatever the hunters bring in for meat, and then the local farms bring in produce that we buy.
So it's all been the same, pretty consistent?
Pretty much.
Okay. You sure do make a good smelling victual here.
I victual the biddles.
Oh, I can't wait.
Not
When are you
really.
cooking for us?
Not gonna play with it yet because you're gonna have a long rest to sleep it off anyway. So yeah, you're you're Cobalt. I never see you. You want the slop bucket?
I don't want the slop bucket. I want the stuff that goes in before the slop bucket.
Oh, okay. So you're a different kind of Cobalt. All right. Well, you'll have to order it like everybody else.
Oh, yeah, we got our order in. My boss takes good care of me. He's
Okay.
the best.
Well, I got to get back to work, so let's go take a corner seat if you want.
On those weird woods. Should I talk to somebody that knows a little bit more about those weird woods?
Handon, he's the one that goes out there.
Oh, anybody else? He's asleep. What's the best way to wake him up and get him out the barn?
Wait for him to sleep it off.
Oh, that must take long hours for you guys to be open.
He's going to be out for the next 6 to 8 hours.
Okay.
He pays, so we leave him. He can pass out on the table if he wants to. We just leave him there.
I hear that.
In the morning, I'll flop some gruel in front of his face. Wakes him
You
up.
guys don't put any worms in your food, right?
Only if you special request it.
No, there's been some weird worms flying around these parts lately.
Well, I don't know.
Thank you.
I don't know anything about weird worms. Worm weirds. Weird words.
Have your eye out for weird worms.
Okay,
Weird worms.
I'll make sure not to eat
Weird
any.
worms.
All right. Pigs eat
So I
it
go
anyway.
back out to my boys and I tell them about the weird woods. There's weird woods, and that drunk guy over there apparently is the guy that we need to talk to.
So behind the times.
There's always weird woods.
Well, but these are the weird woods by these parts.
Thanks, D. Appreciates it.
Actually, you know what? I think it's kind of like, what do they call that? It's a franchise. That's what it is. It's a franchise. It's Weirdwood franchise. They all hook up. I'm telling you, they're connected somehow.
Wow. I'm glad we have you with us, D. I'm glad we have you with us.
Thank you.
All right. Now, let's see. Back to the keep. Is there anything to do around this place while we wait for him to sleep it off?
It's just a Wild West town kind of thing.
Okay.
There's really nothing to do but take your own long rest. Take the day and sleep. There's really nothing else.
In Wild West towns, there's always something to gamble about.
No, that's what it looks like. It just looks like something out of the Wild West.
It's not a Wild West.
Yeah.
I guess I'm gonna. Well, I mean, rest at night, but well, killing some hours before it's nighttime. I guess I'll go up to the room and try to adjust the armor to fit me better.
Yeah,
What
you've got the yeah. What armor?
But don't you give me my breastplate back?
For a gnome.
You know, small girl. That's about the same
No.
size.
11-year-old girl? Nope. 11-year-old girl is probably about 5 feet tall.
You can put them side by side and show them. There's the girl. This comes right out of the Ravenloft thingy. I think she was 11 years old. And yeah, they actually are about the same size.
Oh wow, okay.
So yeah, if you wanna spend the time adjusting it,
Our dungeon master is very technical.
He is.
He is. Yes, he is.
no, we just compared them side by side. You're a little bit taller, but yeah, you can adjust it.
All right.
Do me a favor. You're 11 years old. Roll me a percentage, and tell me what it is.
Roll a what?
Percentage.
Roll percentile dice.
Percentile. Okay. Uh, 20.
20%.
20%. Okay. Just so you know,
If I'm using tools, I get double proficiency.
I don't care about that. You're not using anything. I just want a percentage.
Okay.
I hate that backlash. Oh, it drives me crazy. What I did was I gave it a maximum of 30%. You're 11 years old. That breastplate is kind of annoying because it's squishing up against your little buddy breasts.
Okay.
You need help from our other female to help you out there, buddy.
Wow.
Yep, you need help. You better go get help from the other girl in the party. You're really gonna go through it here.
Thanks for mansplaining it to me.
Okay, so you spend a few hours adjust. You can still adjust it, but it's not really comfortable.
Yeah.
Game terms, it doesn't affect anything, but for the role-playing aspect, it's always rubbing wrong, and you get that rash underneath and that kind of a thing.
Oh, that's so good. Oh my God. That is hilarious.
So the next morning, because everybody pretty much went to sleep, you did a little adjustments, didn't take you long, so you don't lose a good night's sleep. And you come down in the mornings, and for a guy who was passed out last night, he seems wide awake now and sucking down a gruel. That's Hamden.
Oh, gruel. What a good choice. I
morning,
go
sir.
talk to him, man. How's the gruel?
He just looks at you, kobold, weird, and keeps slurping.
Ooh, I want some gruel.
Order it.
Can I have some gruel, please?
Just let him go.
I want some gruel.
Okay, order it.
I'm ordering. I want some gruel, please.
Okay, and they will come with this bowl of gruel.
Oh, hey, man. I hear the mysterious, the weird woods are here. What's up with that?
Sacrament Woods. They've gone hokey pokey.
What do you mean by
It's hard to explain. The whole place just has this weird, eerie feeling to them. They're quite a ways away, but that's where, you got your good game, um, woods for pretty much everything you need. It's a haul, but it's worth it if your needs strong enough to go in there. I usually pack up for a good 20 days trip, do my thing, come back. But they've been just weird lately.
So you go out there for the game because it's further out and it's not separated from the local hunter.
Pretty much, yeah. There's villages. There's villages all along the way. A lot of us go out there.
So, but what's the weird part about it?
It's weird. Weird is weird, dude. I can't explain it. There's just a weird feeling. You have it's just something is not right. I can't explain it. You just get this vibe.
When did the vibe start?
A few weeks back.
A couple weeks ago, huh? You haven't been seeing any like dead game disintegrated or anything, have you?
There's all kinds of weirdness out there. Like I said, it's hard, very hard to explain.
Okay, because we came across a lot of weird at the last town we were at. Well, two towns. The last town we were at.
Okay. I don't know what that has to do with the woods, but hey, I don't know.
Have you
Well, there was worms coming out of these people.
Well, don't eat the worms.
Yeah. That's not the issue. The issue is they try and crawl into you.
Well, don't let them crawl into you.
If you've been infected by these worms, they disintegrate when you die. You disintegrate.
That's weird, but I haven't seen it. What do you want from me? You're hitting there yakking away. I'm trying to eat my gruel.
Well, we can yak and gruel, man. It's okay. Hey, how about a drink? We could drink yak and gruel. That sounds like the deal to me.
It's usually way early for my drinks, but if you're going to pay for it.
Yeah.
He's got a hot drink in his hands right now, like a coffee.
And as soon as you off, I say, not yet, D.
Okay.
What I'd like to do is
I shall take a back seat. Apparently the boss is around. I'm gonna go sit at the next table and let him have his round at this dinner.
Yeah, they bring you your gruel anyway, so you're eating. Tyra, aka Lisa, you were about to say something? Go ahead.
Oh,
I'm grueling.
Let her talk. Go gruel.
you are. Have you seen a woman named Trisha wandering around saying something about having to go into the forest?
There was this weird lady just kept mumbling and mumbling and mumbling, and then she went out that way.
Okay. About how long ago was that? Do you recall?
3-4 weeks ago.
Okay. I'll pay for this fella's gruel.
Okay, it's only like 5 copper.
That's fine. I'm just,
Yeah.
it's
No.
a little thing.
I know it's piddly, but as long as you track it in your personal funds, it's fine. I know it's piddly money, but it eats up the chump change.
I am removing it now as we speak. And the other question I guess I want to ask you is, when you're out in the woods, what are the sounds like? You know, the normal wood sounds. Are those off as well?
Everything about those woodlands is just off.
Okay.
I did put it down. I just saw it. He has that. He's a woodsman, an outside man.
So I figured I'd ask about the normal things. You walk through the woods, and when something bad is around, the sounds change.
It's
Typically.
Like I told the little one over there slurping the gruel right now, it's just off. Everything is off.
Hey, I do
It,
appreciate your
it's
time.
it's very hard for me to explain. But let me tell you something. You want to go out there? I just hope you have the stomach for it.
How so?
Something is off. It's like the
Hey.
woods that you finally got to the sentence I was trying to get to. Look, it's like the woods are changing, getting, I don't know, evil, malevolent.
The
And
shadows are growing.
this is growing from within the woods itself. Like I said, there are small villages all along the way.
Yep.
Like this one, they're all fiercely independent. They don't want to join that barony thing.
Yep.
This goes way back to the Demon Scar Wars and all that, but we will get into that. But anyway, they're quite independent.
Yeah.
Old tales from the Ancient Gods War, Demon Scar Gods War, stories from generation to generation. True, whatever. I don't know. They always change over the centuries. Um, I mean, I can go with you if you want. Get you out there. The villagers and everything, they along the way, they know me, so you won't have that people looking at you strange and thinking you're. Well, they'll know you're outsiders, but with me, it won't be as bad.
Gotcha.
So it'll help you get a little semblance of trust.
I have to talk to the rest of my people, but I do appreciate the offer. I guess I've got one more thing before we get back to rural. Does there seem to be a central point where this is spreading from, or is it just pervasive all over?
I haven't been able to go in there deep enough. I always get the heebie-jeebies, and I got to get out.
Okay.
And it's been hard to find. It's been hard to find game. It just is.
Oh, wrong. Well, I will leave you to your practice, my good man. I'm sorry to have interrupted you so much. And I do appreciate the offer. I will talk with my folks and see what they want to do.
Yeah. I'm gonna finish my gruel.
I'll pay for
Usually I'm good for one. After that, it's the outhouse out back kind of regroup.
Yep. Okay. I go back and relay my conversation with Sir Andros and
Well, you don't have to. I was sitting at the table with you.
Hey, I wasn't sure whether you were there.
Oh, yeah, I was the one that bought him the coffee.
Oh, you're from coffee, I'm on gruel.
Hey, she's actually flirting with you, mister, because she's never bought me a gruel.
Oh, I have it, by golly. Good point. So, what do y'all
See,
think?
I told you she was flirting. She said it was a good point.
Basically,
wanna
what
check
you
that
offered
down.
her, I was going to ask if you were available.
Standard fee. 2 silver a day. Like a mercenary. 2 silver a day.
From the sounds of things, we'd be able to stock up on extra provisions.
I always stock up prior to going.
Well, I'm just specifying, because normally I wouldn't think anything of shooting game and whatnot, but he's telling me game is scarce and not right. So-
In the woods.
Right, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
So when we go,
He says between here and there, it's not a problem. There's villages to stop at. Between here and there, there's not going to be any real issue.
I wouldn't mind having some dried fish. Dried whatever meat is getting a little.
Yeah, that's just buying field rations, which are
Yeah.
hardtack, dried fish, beef jerky. It's a mix.
I might pick up some herbs. Yeah, I do.
Ooh, dried fish. That makes good gruel. Dried fish.
So do we have time to keep? What's our plan of attack here?
Plan is to set out when our guide is ready.
Okay. Yeah, man.
Backtrack. That morning, since we're going to be eating our stuff, cooking and whatever. So before I actually get out of the room, I spend an hour, well, I guess in the early morning, making the right tool for the job. It makes cook tools.
Okay.
They're just not special. They're just regular cook tools. But
But it's still tool to proficiency cooking.
Nobody can cook, but we got the tools.
One's got the tool proficiency.
better to not have the tools, or better to have the tools and not need them than need them and not have them.
This is true. A good thought, friend.
Hey, Dia's convinced he can cook some killer grill, guys, so don't worry about it. I got it covered.
Yeah, I'm not eating your food.
You haven't even smelled it. You're prejudiced. You're a hater.
Anybody
You
that
horrible.
eats gruel all the time can't have any taste buds.
Mean person. Not even try. Not even smell. You just prejudiced.
There's some flies with that gruel.
Someone likes gruel, then yeah, I'm going to prejudice on their taste.
I order up some nice fresh bread because I can smell it baking.
Ooh.
Isn't that
Bacon.
bacon too? I'll take the rasher of bacon too with that.
Good smell.
Make the bacon
I don't
buddy.
know if he has bacon. They probably have pigs. Yeah, they got bacon, I bet, maybe. Do they have bacon, sir?
They got bacon. They got bacon, ham, small steaks. Said that this is farming and animal country. Chickens, pigs.
I
I'll
want to
take-
smell your breakfast, Tara. Is that okay? I
No.
smell it.
You sit over there. You're fine over at that table. I'll also
Oh,
take a hunk of that cheese, please.
Oh.
They got it.
Thank you kindly. This is darn good food.
Oh, but it
You
sure
had
smells
your
good.
gruel. You mind your own self there.
Ooh, it still smells good.
Well, maybe tomorrow you can have some. Order it yourself. But you ain't getting any of mine. I'm hungry.
I understand hungry. Yeah.
No, you don't. You eat me out of house and home. You're constantly eating.
Yeah, just killing all the girl, bro.
That's not what I stock in my pantry.
Well, this is quite the conundrum.
A conundrum, huh?
So get to eating. You can't stop me from smelling.
We don't
It's a
have.
free smelling society, lady. It's a
That's
free
right,
smelling
and you
society.
smell a whole lot.
I watched. You're the one that got those weird people attacking us because you didn't shower for a week.
You can buy yourself a bath.
Every time, boss, you don't bathe for a week, people attack us. Don't you see that? That's a definite pattern. Because of that armor you wear, it smells so bad. After 1 week you not bathe, people attack us.
I walk by Dave and I touch the back of his armor, and then I leave and it starts smelling like food.
Why would you do that?
Oh,
I'll box your ears if you do something
So
like
Dave's
that
armor
again.
smells like food.
Little brat.
From back here, it sounded like he said he made it smell like poo.
Now it smells like daisies.
No, that's better than poo.
Yeah, it was poo.
It was food. I thought it was food.
Poo. Kubaka, man.
I think,
Yeah, no, I said poo.
Yeah,
Oh,
Get to
Kubaka.
I think being
You know what
stuck
Kubaka
in an
is?
11-year-old body is gonna
Kubaka is German for cow crap.
ah.
Why are you being so mean to a little girl? You're a mean lady.
A, yes, I mean, B, she is not really a little girl. And C, while she is a little girl, she will behave.
She's a cute little girl, and she'll behave if you know how to treat her properly.
Well, let her make your armor smell like poo.
She doesn't do that to me because I'm not mean.
No, it was to him.
Oh, I thought you said Dave.
You said Dave.
No, my name was. I meant D.
But you didn't. You said Dave.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You said Dave, so you went up to Trill and made him smell like poo.
The bird with a beard.
The bird with a beard.
You're lucky he didn't wreck you in the next week, but
Hey, like 2 days ago, I was at a sword. I'm a little bit muffled.
You're pretty screwed up. You were a gnome, became a sword, now are a little girl. You're really your head is like blah, 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 blah.
thought I was bad. Boy, he makes me look almost normal.
Just wait till the hormones kick in.
Oof. This is going to be an interesting.
All right. When is Hendon wanting to?
It's up to you. Tomorrow morning, now, later this afternoon, he doesn't care.
Can we get a fair amount done now, and distance-wise?
No different than any other time.
All right, we can head out now.
It's still early in the morning. Like I said, it's half a dozen days, but the village all along the way. There's literally a village at every day.
Okay, that's doable. Very doable. Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Yeehaw. That
Okay. So, morning comes. I already crossed the day off, just so you know, because I thought you were going to leave a while back ago.
Okay. Yep.
So the morning comes. Well, it's this morning.
This morning.
It's later. It's probably around, because he got up at 8 versus 6.
Right.
So by the time you get done, so you're only talking like 10 o'clock. So you're not losing a lot of time.
Right. Yeah, a little bit, but not.
You'll get to the next village nightfall, basically.
That works.
Find it. So you start traveling along, and you find travel is decent.
Yep.
There's 6 villages, and when you came to this one,
Yeah.
you see ruts are starting to be created from the new colony region. There hasn't been enough traffic to create it yet, but you saw it.
They're building up.
Whereas here, they're solid cart tracks
Okay.
because there's a lot of traffic. Nobody's built a road, but they are solid cart
Ruts.
tracks.
Okay.
Just follow the ruts.
Pretty much.
Man, we're getting into a rut here, aren't we?
Okay, halfway through this first day, you come across and you see them. There are 4 centaurs. They're heading in your direction from the other side of the road.
4 centaurs.
Yeah, there's 4 of them.
Wait a second. Have we ever seen centaurs before?
No, I've actually I haven't used centaurs very much, and I know for a fact no.
I think we know about them, but we haven't seen.
Yeah,
actually.
they're a common enough race that even if you haven't seen them, you recognize.
Wow.
Well,
Oh my gosh. Do they
approach.
go right by us?
Approach with my hand open.
Yeah, they stop and they're just looking. You're travelers. You're well armed, but your wagon looks like it's a like a merchant wagon because you got it full.
I guess I must look like an extremely over-equipped little girl.
They're centaurs. They probably don't have the concept of
Even you.
Yeah, they've probably seen enough halflings and gnomes and stuff. They probably just think you're a halfling.
Let if Handon has any, I'll let Handon handle the introductions, if any, if he's familiar with them.
He goes, no, they come and go, but it's up to you.
Wow. I couldn't even imagine how beautiful.
Hello, fellow travelers.
God.
They bow in their way.
We are heading in the direction you are coming from. Is that the?
Yeah, you're going this way and they're coming this way.
Are there any things that we should know about benefits?
They'll just look. We're just travelers. Well, they don't. That's not how they say it. But they're saying we're travelers from our glen. Don't like strangers to know about, i.e., centaurs and Hidden Glen. We're just out to conduct trade. There's nothing weird going on in our quote unquote neck of the woods.
Okay.
Any of the clerics?
Oh, I am so sorry, sir. Let me backtrack. They tell you that sorry about that. That it's strange times. And they explain just weird things that they haven't seen in ages, and they're out and about, shadowy and stuff like that. That's the information. There's really no more to do with it. There's no more. You got the information. That's it.
Right. Which direction are they starting? It's just around.
It's around. That's what I said. It's a round. See, they come from a hidden glen, come to these villages, and they just seen these things. They're not going to tell you what encounters they had. They're not going to tell you any fights they had. They keep it really to themselves, as centaurs actually do.
What are they looking to trade for?
They just have general goods, like the horsemen they are. They have these packs on their like mule packs, the big packs, and it's just trade goods. Things they whittle and make at home. Maybe they have arrowheads, different shape, and are good for small game. It's just
So trinkets.
trinkets.
Ron? Just,
If you want to do it, just do it.
yeah. Well, I'm just things.
Well, it's
trinkets
not.
for trinkets. Because
It's
we
not.
have
It's
trinkets.
right. It's not that you can do trinkets for trinkets. The thing is, I wish this thing would charge up. It's less than 15%.
Oh, okay.
There is an encounter, and I don't want to do it. I want to have that encounter set for next go. So you do, because this is your day. You do your train, and you get to the village.
Yep.
Okay, like I said, you can figure it out. It's trinkets for trinkets. Nothing changes.
Nothing changes. It's
You just get different stuff.
different stuff, but I just want to establish.
Right. Later, as it goes on to the offside, maybe throw that into play. The villages you see and you're good for them, all of that could come into play once you're done and retired, and then you open up these trades and you do all. That is how it is written. It is really designed for you to do that.
Okay.
You'll arrive at the first village. It's called Chester.
Just
That's just the name of the village. They call it Chester. population 70. If you want to, they have 23 gold for sale, and you can sell 123. So if you do your trinkets and do that stuff.
Hey, Nargu.
Let me finish. It is surrounded by a palisade. When you get there, they will warn you that, raiding and this isn't nothing new. Raiding humanoids, raiding humanoids are their biggest concern. And as you're going in, they will explain to you that it's more than normal. They've really picked up the pace.
I gotta say, Narga, beware. This is the land of Chester, your 10-year-old girl.
It's an 11-year-old bud.
So,
Chester Lester, come on, oh my God.
yeah, because
Yeah,
the
I
next
got
day
it.
it's going to be a hungry chimera, and so I want to
Next week.
next week.
Yep.
Okay, everybody, I'm going to end it now at 8:30 because there is an encounter for the next day, and I don't want to
Start a fight. And
start a fight that we start looking at the clock and it takes a long time.
Okay.
I get it. You're afraid. You don't want to start a fight you can't finish. That's okay.
Well, no, I don't want to start a fight that runs too late.
No, I'm just.
I know what you're saying, but I had to say my piece too.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay,
All right.
so this village, like I said, it's up to you guys. You can talk it over, but there's only 23 gold worth that you can purchase. But if you have any things you want to sell, 123, and you all can talk that over.
all right.
So, thanks everybody. It did exactly what the fight at the beginning wasn't expected, but well, no, because at first you were just going to keep going, but decision let's stop here and rest and regroup. So that encounter was already there, and it was not meant to be hard. They were just villagers. It was meant to make you go, "We're killing little children," and it really make you go,
Yeah, I do feel a little guilty about
Yes.
that, but hey, it was kill or be killed.
So it was designed for it to hopefully be 99% role play. So I thank everybody for that. But next week, it'll be a mix because the first thing you're going to have as you head out is an encounter as you leave this village and go to the next one.
Big ass skeeter.
Oh, those aren't skeeters.
Oh, what?
They eat skeeters.
Oh, those eat skeeters.
Yeah. So, all right, everybody. I'll see you all next week. Thank Lynn.
Yeah,
See you
have a good
next
weekend.
next go.
All right.
All right.